Welcome to the world of Gsquare Publishing, where creating a personalized story for your child is important to us. All you have to do is email us at ceo@gsquare.org and someone from our team will contact you. Or just call 917-681-2810. It's that easy. Email us today. Why wait?
They say you must repent before you meet your maker. Oh Lord, these wicked things come from the undertaker. We are so foolish to say we live for tomorrow. These are words from a sinner, words from a sinner, words from a sinner. Yeah, how come?
So often, but right now we got a round table of women from Harlem. These women are about their business. You know, they're about their business. You know, they on the show right now, and we from Harlem, so we got to show love to our brothers and sisters in Harlem. So right now, Doc, bring the guests in. Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Doc, shake the block. Y'all know what it is. Today we got a group, Sexy Bookworms. It's gonna be a great story. I'm gonna have them introduce themselves. So we're gonna start from here.
Hi, I'm Joanne. I'm from Harlem.
What you do, Joanne?
So, are we going to talk about what I do?
No,
Yeah, now we just a little short something about yourself.
Yeah. So, I'm from Harlem. I'm part of the Sexy Bookworms, and we're here today to introduce ourselves because we're going to go live very soon with our own podcast.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Introduce yourself.
Talk to the mic a little bit.
I'm Melissa. I'm not from Harlem.
Okay.
Where you from, girl? Where you from?
Girls from Harlem.
I'm repping you, LES. Let's go.
That's right.
Born and raised in LES. I currently live in Yonkers.
All right.
Hey, I'm Monique Brock Pate, and I'm from Harlem. And my occupation, I'm a district manager for FedEx. I actually service 21 stores, and these are my bookmates, and these women is powerful.
Hey, my name is Katrina. I'm a hybrid from Harlem and LES, East Harlem though, not on the outside. Just like no. And I am a director of advertising, broadcast. And yeah, that's it. Let's ready to go.
Wait, we were supposed to say that too.
Hey, who are you,
Whatever
young
you
lady?
want.
Let's bring the last young
All
lady.
right, so last but not least,
Never
the one
least.
who is not even from New York.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a Texas girl through and through.
What
claim
part of Texas?
Dallas. I claim
Oh,
Houston.
Dallas, okay.
The whole state is mine, really. But,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
from Dallas to Houston. And I'm a serial entrepreneur. If you ever need to feel elegantly elevated, you can check out bougiegirlgumdrops.com. I am also a forensic accountant, and I have just recently launched my own forensic accounting and strategy consulting firm. That is Tamora Consulting, Inc. And I'm also a life coach. So if you ever need to figure out how
Get
to
the
get your
promo
life
on,
together,
boo.
it is
Hit the promo. What's the button? Hit the button.
Get it, girl.
You gotta put the whole promo.
So listen, check this out,
Let me
right?
tell you about my company now.
Joanne should go and get.
No, we can. Nah, y'all
We gonna
introduce
get to
yourself.
that.
We gonna get to
That's-
that.
that's
We gonna
enough.
get to that.
We learning.
That's
It's
enough
fine.
for
Nah,
him.
it's all good. It's all
That's
good.
enough.
I have
Y'all,
time to plug
You
yourself.
was
Nah.
ready for the plug.
Now, we
Plug.
want you.
Hey, you got me on mic.
So
We're trying to
here's
get
the
that
deal.
commercial on.
Here's the deal, ladies. So what it is right? Check this out. What it is that when you are on a show or you on the stage or whatever or any type of platform, you want people to just get a little idea of who you are
Right.
and what you do briefly.
Insight.
And then as we start the show, then we're gonna bring in who you are collectively as, you know, entrepreneur women and also as a team, you know, that's striving to do what y'all doing right now. We're gonna let y'all introduce it. Because the hardest thing to do when you got an idea or plan, and Doc will tell you, is assembling a good team. Right?
Yeah, team is definitely very important. So that's why we definitely gonna get into that. Like I said, we ain't in no rush right now. So y'all could come back this way. Y'all don't have to go into details, but how life was growing up, when you was growing up, how your childhood was growing up.
Briefly.
Well, my childhood in Harlem, I think was pretty much easy. I didn't really have too much issues. I was always a calm person, and to me, it was just the breeze. You know, I grew up 1975, 1980, 1990. Going to 75 when I seen the era that was going on, but before I actually branched out, I did not see what the world had to offer as far as when I was home. But yeah.
Okay.
I grew up in a single mother household, and so my mother made sure that I saw the world. So I had extracurricular activities. I went to public school. She made sure then I went to Catholic school. Um, and I had a pretty good extended family network. And then I'm an only child on my mom's side. I have siblings on my dad's side, my sisters. So I had the best of both worlds. So.
Well, you know, I grew up in Harlem, and I would like to say that I had a strong foundation. I grew up at a time where the community was the community. I can't say that for this era, but everyone that I grew up with, we kind of raised each other. If I had a friend that, you know, the mother saw me doing something wrong, she wasn't compelled to actually chastise me. Harlem back then, when I grew up in my era, was a community. I had a strong foundation. And I wouldn't change a bit because it taught me strength, it taught me character, it taught me perseverance, it taught me to be the beautiful woman that I am today.
Amen. So I grew up kind of interesting. Well, not really interesting. I grew up with my mother, my aunt, my grandmother. Like, that's my trio who raised me. And the three of them had like a really unique characteristics each, but I feel like they're all in me. It's the craziness, like you said, the Sag. I'm like really sweet, really nice. You get a little crazy sometimes, you know, and cool, calm, and collective. Then I'm also like the business-minded, like, you know, focus on your business, focus on your money type person. I get that from my aunt. Get the nice, loving part from my grandmother. And then my mother, she was just strong, always working out. So the other two kind of raised me and my other aunts. So I grew up with a really strong family foundation. Like, anybody who knows me, my family is everything. My cousin, who's also part of this book club, she's going to call in part of our family. Like, we are so serious about family. So that's how I basically grew up.
There you go. Hey, Jay, put that calling number, 646-628-4264. Thank you. Go ahead.
You know, it's I would say it's a mixed bag, right? Because I grew up in an immigrant family. My family's Nigerian. I grew up in Texas, and I always say my parents are the first Nigerians because there was nobody else around. Like, I didn't have no other Nigerians. I didn't even know how to say my name correctly. You know, like.
So last year.
That
moved
part.
to New York.
That part. She came to New
New
York.
York, Nigeria. You know your name is Yomi. So I mean, but so it's like I have this very much like you know outside looking in while being inside. I consider myself a Black American, but I also know that impact of having the immigrant family and the you know the charge that expectation that we didn't come to this country for no reason.
Yeah, you better get something. You better be a doctor. You better be finance. You better do something. Finance.
Something, right? So I mean, that was so that was always part of just who I was. But then look, you know, I'm a clown. I like to have a good time. I like to drink. I like to kick it. I like to be outside. I'm the last one home, and I like to run my mouth. So I mean,
That part.
Okay, I'm glad. This the beauty about being live. She has some people saying, I see some people here. You gotta talk into the mic. You gotta talk into the mic. It's too low. Can you turn the mics up, producer? Turn the mics up.
And callers, you want to call in 646-628-4264.
is it over here?
They talk about
Because
you.
I know my voice isn't.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
No,
in-
they
I'm
say
in
on
It's
the
all
mic.
good. It's
Either
all
one
good.
of y'all, I don't know what they order.
So they good money. So let's keep the show going. So now that everybody done introduced themselves and our viewers and your followers know who you are. So let's go into how do y'all came together as a unit?
Well, I think I can start. No, you can start because you guys were the first three.
So I would say Trina.
Talk to the mic.
Oh,
Talking to the mic, girl.
let me get two.
Get two, girl.
Let me get two.
Do what you do.
Let me get two.
Double
Can y'all,
fisted.
can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would say Trina is the one who is kind of like the web of everything. So I met Trina in college through her cousins because her.
Caller, hold on. Go ahead. We got a caller.
Is that Tanya?
No.
We need
but
to-
hold on,
Okay,
no,
sorry.
they're gonna hold on.
So I met Trina in college through her extended family. I was friends with her cousin, and then she adopted me. The whole family adopted me. And then her and her cousin Tanya, the three of us, we started a variation of book club. And then y'all hear me? And then through that, Trina worked with Joanne, and then Joanne grew up with Monique, and then Trina met Yami through extended and mutual friends. And then we brought her into. So now we are a strong six.
All right, so
And we're
caller,
not.
bring the caller in real quick, Doc. Let's get him
Yeah,
up.
so caller, we gonna get back. Y'all can explain also.
And you gotta go
But
to continue.
but caller, you here with the sexy bookworms on the beat 139?
Yes, this is Tanya, but they keep.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
She is the founder of the book club.
She's the president.
She literally is she's the drill sergeant of the book club.
Okay. So since you the founder, Vito
I
asked
am
the
a sexy
question.
bookworm, sir. I am a sexy bookworm.
All right. Vito asked the question. So can you explain what makes you come up with this concept?
Oh no, she didn't come up with the concept. No.
We were
Yeah.
Dinah.
Yeah. Oh no, that was not Tiny. That was Kalisha. So we did.
Hold up, she's still online.
Yeah, no, she started it. So all right, this is how it started. We were at Tanya's house, me and Melissa.
Because
for
we're
New
all
Year's.
very beautiful, smart.
Yo,
women.
relax.
One
You
mic,
going on
one
topic.
mic.
So why
we
not
need
call
one
ourselves
mic,
the sexy
one mic.
bookworm?
One mic.
She's like that in real life. Don't matter.
No, but I'm saying one mic because
You see, this is a sexy bookworm. We can't even get it together on the podcast.
We're fine. Listen,
All right,
so
so let's do this.
Okay.
Let me say something for a minute, right? Let's do
let
this,
the
right?
caller. Yeah.
You right. Let the caller, being that the caller and y'all live on the show,
yeah.
give me a second. Let the caller
We'll all drink
speak
it.
her piece, right? Y'all all family, team, and all that. Let it say, because the callers are important to the show. So when the caller comes, you got to give them their little platform. So let the caller say what she say, and then we'll let it go, then we get back to y'all. So caller, talk to us. Caller, what's going on?
Okay.
Let's go.
But we'll all right, how
No,
much
but
are these?
it's not. Hold one second. It's
Oh,
not.
they
What
12.
he's
We
trying
could
to
all-
say is,
we'll
it's
talk
other
tomorrow.
audience. They
We'll
don't.
get those.
they don't
Yeah,
like
right?
that.
Mm-hmm.
So you could lose audience when it get like that. Good.
All right, so let's go, caller.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was the question again?
Who are you? And
You call into the show, right? You're part of the book club, right?
I am.
So let's
I'm
bring,
being
let's bring it
sexy
in.
worm.
There you go. Let's bring it in and tell the viewers and the followers what's going on with the sexy bookworms. What's going on?
There's a.
He wanted to know how we got started.
Right.
And so knowing that you were like one of the primary founders, it would help to hear your perspective for how you brought this together.
and also introduce yourself.
Well, we've been together, like they said, over 15 plus years. We travel together, we cry together, we laugh together, we drink together, we read together. It's amazing.
Okay.
T, introduce yourself, please. Like, who are you? What's your name? Where you're from?
Your background.
Your background.
Your
the stuff we
occupation.
were talking about also. Your profession. T.
Can you hear us?
Auntie, I hear you in the background. T.
Yeah, there's a, oh, hi, I'm Tanya. There's a delay because I'm hearing it in my ear and here.
No, you got to turn your background. Don't
you gotta
don't
turn your
listen,
background
listen to us. Yeah, because you trying to
I
watch yourself
can,
at the
but
same
I'm
time.
listening. You're not hearing her.
What?
All right.
I think we're okay.
Yes.
I just told her. That's her background.
Tanya is our president.
So
I'll say this. This book club was so hard to get into.
yeah.
Because, not for real, like, I'm the last member. And that means that they took the last member 7 years ago. And it was literally based on, like, very specific invites. And Tanya was the first one to invite
Tanya,
me.
call back. Call back.
Oh, wait, okay.
Go ahead.
So Trina invited me.
No, but go ahead.
But I missed it, so I couldn't make it. And they were like,
came to the beach one.
sorry, you got to wait till you get invited back.
Yeah.
And then so I got lucky enough that Tanya invited me.
Don't do that.
So then I was able to get invited back. But like they don't play. This book club is
You
serious.
did not. You went to the beach party first.
We don't play.
Can I ask y'all a
Okay,
question?
so
Can I
then
ask y'all
Tanya
ladies
invited me.
a
I
question?
missed it.
Nah,
Then
but I
you
like
had
her
to
story.
re-invite
I
me.
like her
Let
story.
me ask y'all ladies a question. Hold
I
on
like
one
her
second.
story.
Can I comment on what she said?
No, give me 1 second real quick.
It's important content.
No, hold on. 1 second. This is important, right? Because for the viewers, because I'm on the outside looking in. What is the sexy book club? The viewers want to know. We're going around in circles.
I'm gonna answer this.
What's the sexy book club, and why is the sexy book club, and
Yeah.
how is the sexy book club? Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my original story before the call came in. So, me, Melissa, and Tanya was just celebrating New Year's Eve at Tanya's house, and we all wanted to read Midnight, the book Midnight by Sister Soldier, because back in the days, all teenagers read what's that, Coldest Winter Ever,
Right.
and everybody had a crush on Midnight. So like that was the big thing. So we're like, oh, Midnight just came out. Let's read Midnight. So me and Melissa was already in the eating club. we used to cut grad school to go to restaurants to eat. Like we were in grad school together, and we used to leave class and go out to eat. And then it was another friend of ours, and then we would like have a dining. Oh, Jerome did it, right? It was a dining club. Yeah, it was a dining club. So then when Tanya came in and we wanted to read the book together, it was like, oh, let's just start a book club. Nothing really scripted, nothing at all. Let's just have a book club. Then we had some honorary members along the way, the Samanthas, the Maymays, Courtney, who was around for a long time. So like people would come in and out. But this book club demands your blood, sweat, tears, and your next baby. First of all, there's a lot. Yes, it does. Absolutely. Like Yami said, it's literally like they don't let nobody in. I'm always trying to bring people in there. Melissa's like, no, I'm not lying.
Can you explain to the hold on?
Melissa says
Can
no.
you explain to listen? Can you explain to the viewers, right? Because I don't know what it is. What is a book club?
What is a book
A
club?
book club is a
I don't know
group.
what that is. I can
That's a
understand
good
it.
question. It's a good question, though.
No,
I can understand it, but I don't know what it entails,
It's a
bro.
good question.
So a book club is a group of people, any amount of people you want, that chooses a monthly book or whatever.
Caller, hold on.
Whatever the quarterly, whatever you're meeting, you choose a book and you read the book in your own time, and then you come together and you discuss the book.
Yes.
Why a book club is important is because there's so many different perspectives of a book.
Yes.
Like there's so many times you come into a book club and you're like, I hated that damn book, or that book was so amazing, and then you hear other people's perspective and you're like, oh wait, I never thought of it that way. Or oh wait, I didn't even know she did that. Oh, he was? Or like it's so many different elements you discover when you start to discuss a book amongst your peers or amongst your group. So that's why I think book club is so important for us in our lives and so important for anybody, because if you love to read, if you love literature, you get another perspective of what this book is about. Everybody loves to read.
It's also the fellowship.
I want to ask, hold on. 1 second, hold on. I want to ask Doc a question, right? There you go, man.
Nah, I'm ready.
Yeah, Keith, here you go with the smiling shit. I just want to ask you a question.
All right,
man.
go ahead.
Book club, right?
Yeah.
When the last time you've been interested in, or you was any part of a book club?
I never was in a book club, but when it was crazy what she said about the coldest winter ever, because when we was locked up, that's when I got into
Reading.
And it wasn't a book club, but we passed around books.
Why you got to include me, man?
Why do you say it wasn't a book
When
club?
I was like, yo, Keith, when I was
wasn't
locked
a
up,
book
It wasn't a book club.
I ain't had no
No,
code
but
finish
it wasn't a
back
book
then, man.
club, but we did
I'm just
pass
messing with
around
you.
the books.
Right.
Like so, and we did discuss it. So it was kind of like a book
That
club.
is a book club. That's the essence of a book
Okay,
club.
hold on. So
That's a book
so
club.
listen.
Wait, did y'all discuss it?
This is
Yes.
interesting. No, listen. So when you did that, right? So when you say you passed the literature around, when you was locked up, right?
Yeah.
How did the other people that you passed it to? What was their response?
They respond like, "Oh, this book official," and then it gets around. Like everybody wants to read it.
So what do you get out of it?
Be more careful.
What do you get out of
Young
it?
Crushes was the hood books.
What did you get out of it?
I got out of what Joanne said. Is like a fellowship and camaraderie with everybody.
So would you say that a book club is something that's needed? It's positive.
It's essential.
It's positive.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
Yeah,
A
definitely.
book club is essential.
But not only that, it also, if you're not an avid reader and your peers are reading, it also encourages you
to read.
See, that's what I was pulling out, and that's why I went to him because this is my brother, my partner. You know, we've been co-hosts for like 7 going on 8 years. I wanted to get a male perspective because we got a bunch of females around us. Now he brought it out. Now this is all about y'all. It ain't about us. So now we're gonna go around this way. So where do you see what y'all doing in 5 years perspective?
Oh,
Hold on. We got a caller.
that's my sister.
Let's get the caller.
Okay.
Caller, you on the beat 139 Sexy Book Clubs?
Bookworms.
So I have a question.
Yes, Monica.
Hi.
Hi, Monica, and your
I
cupcakes.
see your
You should have brought some
number.
cupcakes up here.
That's my sister.
Shout out to the pistachio cupcake.
She's the cupcake.
That's the
lady.
Bronx in the building.
That's right.
The Bronx in the
Now
building.
you talking about empowerment. Go ahead and let them know about your cupcakes right before.
So
you
what's
ask your
going on with
question.
name, Monica?
Monica. That's my
What's up,
sister.
Monica?
What's up, Monica?
Hi. So I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
What's your
How do you
question?
select the books that you're going to read? And which book have you read has had the most impact on you as a reader?
That's good stuff.
Well, the person
Hold
You know what? Monica
let's
always
go around
comes
the room
through. I
and
just
show you
gotta
the
say
okay.
that.
She what? She's very supportive.
No.
she's like the caterer on the
She's
side.
my ride
So,
or
so
die.
let's do this here. We're gonna come around and y'all go.
But can we just talk
So-
about how we select the book though?
Because
Because
he
the
No,
said we're
he
gonna
said
go
gonna go
around.
But the book selection is the same though for everybody. Whoever hosts, so we rotate book club once a month, and whoever hosts, because the piece of the puzzle that's missing is the reason why book club is so tight is because we all individually host in our homes, and not only do we discuss the book, but we also intertwine our lives. We talk about our personal things. We talk about. We have a financial club. I've gotten stock options and tips from these ladies.
Right.
I've gotten career motivation for these ladies.
Right.
I've gotten relationship advice, family things. So we are a tight-knit group because it is very intrusive to have a flaky person who is not gonna read the book
And
come
not
to book
committed.
club and hear all your personal business and then go about their business. So that's the reason why we keep it a tight-knit sort of bunch. But the way that we choose the book is whomever hosts that month chooses the book. And then we have to read it.
Gotcha.
And you know, what I would say for me, the part of it that I love is to be in service of your girlfriends.
Right.
Right? We don't do potlucks. We don't do, you know, and for me that was actually an adjustment. You know, like being able to show up fully for my
Jay, what's that
friends
sound, man?
and serve
That's
my
okay.
friends and like make sure that I provide, you know, an experience along with the book.
Right.
Whenever I'm selecting a book, a lot of times it just kind of comes from what's floating in the world. You know, the last book that I selected was probably the most impactful book that I have read, and that was James by Percival Everett.
Right. I remember that. That's great.
Yo, that book, because the way that it takes our humanity, our being Black American humanity, and the reality of who we had to be during the times whenever our ancestors were enslaved, right? And then it makes me realize just how powerful the brainwashing is, right? Because right now, if I said, "Tell me what a slave is," you're gonna, yes sir, no sir, and he's gonna have on some cut up, you know, brown pants, and his shirt's gonna be all raggedy, and you know. But whenever we really think about who we had to be, we could speak. If we could speak to them, we were teaching these people things, right? They didn't know anything
Right.
until we showed up in this country. So, like, that book, and the name James, right?
Right.
It's a retelling of Huckleberry
Big
Finn,
Finn, right.
where it was Jim the slave. And Jim says, my name is James and I am a man. And so we're getting the story of Huckleberry Finn from the man who happened to be enslaved, and his name was James. Right. And so that book, like as soon as it like really sunk in, I started to be able, it's stuff that you know internally, right? Like we know our greatness, but whenever you have a story that can actually depict this thing that may or may not be fictional, but tell it in a way that touches your heart and changes your mind. That's why you're reading books.
Right. And that's what's the most impactful. When it resonates with you from the soul, this is why book club is so important and so impactful to us, because these books resonate with us. It actually speaks to us.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Well, sometimes it says, put me the hell down.
I can relate. Let me say something for a minute. Give me 2 minutes, right? I can relate to each one of you young ladies. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I was incarcerated, right? Because this guy would blow me. We was locked up together. Right.
You said we've been on air. You said,
but we was. I'm just fucking with you. Relax. I'm just fucking with you. But here's my deal. I grew up in the church. Me and him had this discussion like a week ago. For real, 145th Street? Yeah, that's my church. Went to Sunday school. Was a little kid. Always had a suit on. Because I wear a lot of suits, man. Because my mother made me wear suits, man, all my life. So I like suits. But here's my story. So, as a Christian man, right, I always heard the Bible in pieces. And certain parts of my life, I got confused because if I'm in Genesis and then you tell me about John, then you tell me about Psalms, then you tell me about Leviticus, I'm missing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I'm not getting it. I wonder why I'm in the church and all my friends is feeling stuff and I'm not feeling nothing. But I was like this early. I'm still not feeling nothing. So to shorten the story up, when I was away in college, got my master's degree, boom, boom, boom. I said, when you in there, you're going to definitely get that book if you don't get no other book.
That's right.
And it was sitting there.
That's the most
and I wasn't
book.
tired. And I needed something to do. So I got a writing pad.
Caller, hold on 1 minute.
Real quick. And I had that, the Bible. And that's the King James. And I started reading. Understand? Saying T Black real quick. And I went through every passage, all the way up. And I said, wow, I got full understanding. But I had a whole tablet full of information. Because as you read, you write. As you read, you write. As you read, you write.
Right.
It took me 11 months to read that and understand it. So stories are real. And
back to
stories bring you all the way in. No matter what, the story is the real thing.
Did you go cover to cover for the Bible?
I went from cover to cover.
That's my goal.
Wow.
So, hold on. We got a caller.
We got a caller.
So let's get the caller. Let's get the caller. We're going to come back. Go ahead, Doc.
Caller, you on the beat 139 with the bookworms, sexy bookworms?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Who's calling? Where you from?
Okay, this is Miguel. I'm calling from New York. Shout out to Monique and shout out to the lovely
That's
ladies.
my chair.
Let's go.
I'm enjoying the podcast. I love to see powerful African American and Black women just speaking. Hello, everyone. Just speaking the importance of reading books. My question to you all real quick is, what genre do you find fascinating and has been more empowering based on what you've all been reading through your entire time as a book club?
Oh, I can answer that, right? This is the
You're
funny
gonna
part about
answer
book club. Everybody tries to put their favorite genre on us, right? So like, literally, Tanya loves a good hood book. Joanne loves a good self-help book that we hate, that we block off all the time. Yami loves a good, like, find your soul, find your heart, find your something book.
Let Joanne finish real quick.
What I was going to say is I do not introduce the self-help books to the book club because I know that they do not want to indulge in it.
No, but literally everybody. So the best thing about book club is that I read books that I would never read anywhere else because you have to take someone else's interest and you start to read it. So like the genres go all over. I'm a I love World War II books. Like everybody knows I love World War II books, and I love history. Yami loves the culture and whatever the case may be books. Like everybody loves their own books, so we read genres for the whole spectrum because we now have to read books that your fellow bookmate wants to read.
And or because here's the thing, I don't just love I love sci-fi.
Yeah.
I love but the books that I do bring to book club are books that I want to talk to other people about.
Yeah, makes sense.
So it might be one of these like soul wrenchy because I'm like, I need to talk to somebody about this. I got to get this out because I want to know what about. So like that's it. So I mean, but I love all kinds of books.
Yeah, 100%.
And I do have a follow-up question whenever you're ready.
Go ahead, Miguel. I'm going to
So
shout you out,
in
Miguel.
a time where getting our kids, our younger generation, to really embrace the importance of reading a book, what book would you recommend would be a good book to start off that will get our younger generation more intrigued and follow your lead in taking this step in starting a book club?
I would recommend, because my daughter actually, when we was growing up and I was, teaching her how to read, she didn't like reading. And so I would say, being that I have a child, when you're interested in getting your child to read, you have to get them something they were passionate for. And so my daughter loved dancing. So I bought every dancing book in the world that I can find to get her to fall in love with books. And that's what did it. So I will tell you, whatever your child is passionate about, buy that book. That book will change their lives. It will make them a better student. It will make them a better peer. It will make them a lot. Buy the book that your child is passionate about. If your child loves cars, buy that book and buy multiple books. Get them to read it and they will fall in love with it. I guarantee you that.
And I'll say this, I have a younger brother and he's 8 years younger than me. And whenever he was 16 years old, I gave him The Count of Monte Cristo because I think it's easy to get girls into reading, but to get boys into reading is a little bit more difficult. Mm-hmm. So it was a book, The Count of Monte Cristo is actually written by a man, and Dumas, and he's actually an Afro-Caribbean, an Afro-French man. So just again, like our reach and how broad, but it's also just a good book to recommend to boys. So The Count of Monte Cristo I thought was good.
That's me, Afro-French. Right.
Good question, Miguel.
Good question, Miguel. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, ladies. Have a great evening. I'm enjoying your podcast. Keep
See
it
you
going.
tomorrow morning, honey.
So here's my deal, right? Hold on.
They mic. They're getting a lot of complaints. They said Joanne mic.
Was it our mic or?
They said y'all mic. They got your name.
You're not really talking.
No, but talk.
You're talking.
1, 2.
Joanne not talking. You talking.
Can you hear me?
CJ, go ahead. Say again.
Hello, can you hear me?
Turn it up.
Hello, can you hear me?
Turn the mics up.
It's a lot more.
It's the mic. It's not Joanne.
Oh, here we go.
There you go, Joe. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
It's,
There she go.
Yeah, because they said They said Joanne mic is low.
Joanne is sweet talking. You
Joanne-
gotta
No, but
actually.
even when she talked, they said Melissa.
When I was talking,
They said it was low. They did say it was low when she was talking to him.
And Melissa's not loud.
She didn't even use
I'm
her
not
finger.
loud.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, why she using that fan? Bring that fan back over here.
Always live.
Okay.
We
Always live.
What's
Get
the
the
likes of the
likes
show?
up.
Wait, the one thing I wanted
Get the likes
to
up.
say was
Hit that like button.
that we talk a lot about reading the books, but we should also focus on those times when you don't finish the book,
Melissa.
Katrina. And it's also okay because you tried.
Actually, it's not okay because Tanya does not let you be okay with it. But see, here's the thing, right? The thing about Melissa, she has the art of bull crap. Like, she will literally act like she read a book and never read the book. Like, she'll read a cliff note, she'll read something, and then have everything to say about this book. Like, and give the whole recap, the summary. It's like, you have to finish.
Man, y'all got
You
the
didn't
phone
even
line
finish.
popping. We have a caller. Caller, you on the beat 139 with the sex and bookworm?
It's a caller. I'm getting on after this.
Caller.
Come on, caller.
I don't know that.
Caller.
Yes.
There you go, caller. What's your name? Where you from? What's your name? Where you from, caller?
My name is Michelle Brock.
Oh, that's my sister.
No, Monique's whole family's on it.
Brock
Yeah,
is
Monique,
the
just have your whole family on it.
That's my
family
sister. What is your question, Michelle?
Yes, hello?
Yes, Michelle, we hear you. What's your question?
Who's saying that?
Monique, your sister, what is your question?
Oh, it don't sound like it. Because I don't see. I'm looking at you live. Okay, this is Michelle Brock.
40.
This is
What's the name when you from, Caller?
You got to turn your background noise down, Michelle. We can't hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
But you got to turn your noise down. Turn your phone down a little bit so that we can talk.
Okay, let me turn my phone down.
Okay.
All right. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we hear
Okay.
background noise.
I have a question.
Okay, question. What's your question?
I want to. Okay, did you? I don't have any background noise.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
You're watching us. It's a background.
Right. Yeah. If you watching us, turn that down. Turn the background down. That's all you got to do. There you go. Now you sound better. Can you speak now?
Okay. Did you connect with any of the characters on a personal level? And if so, how so?
Good question.
Monique, your sisters is coming with the questions.
That's a good question,
Get it,
though.
girl.
They my sisters.
That's a good question.
Why not?
Joanne, you want to answer that question? No?
Oh.
I just got through
She can
reading
watch
this
it later.
book called.
1 second. Yami going to answer the question. Go ahead, Yami.
I just got through reading a book by Chimamanda Adichie. Y'all know there's that Beyonce song where she talks about how women are taught to compete with boys, et cetera, et cetera. That's the lady who wrote the book, Chimamanda Adichie. And the book is called, I think it's called Good Count. And there's a character named Gsquare that I was like, why this woman all up in my business? And it was just that one, it was that dualness of being the child of Nigerians and an American. But then she was also in this relationship with a dude who made her, and there was a line in the book. She said, he made me doubt my right to be angry. And you know, we've all been there with some dude. You're like, am I crazy or is he tripping? But you know, but she was also this like amazing person. She showed up for her friends. You know, so like, you know, that book.
But you know, that's a good question because I heard her earlier said we all
Can
had
you
a
turn your
crush.
background down,
She
please?
said we all had crush on Midnight, and nobody seen him. So that's a good question, Michelle.
Midnight. He was the true to the game guy. Quadir.
Y'all had a crush on him too. Ooh, I had a crush on him. He was dark, but he was dope. That's my thing.
That's a good question.
But that's the beauty of book. Yeah, like when you have a good book. I like books more than movies sometimes because you can't get let down in the book.
Yeah.
Right? Like your imagination won't let you down. So you can imagine this person to be so fine just because the 5 descriptions that they gave about him. Right. Or you can imagine a person to be so amazing or so whatever the case may be because you don't have nothing to let you down. It's only your imagination.
It's only your imagination, right.
Or you can listen to the audio.
Oh no, but
no matter what, you still.
But you still need the imagination from the
Nah,
voice.
but it's still in your mind. So
Right.
it's all mental. It's all mental.
So,
but hear what I'm saying, right?
That's a good question, Bob Michelle.
The mental, I respect more than the audio. I respect reading more than audio. Let me tell you why.
It's a debate.
This is a
You know
debate.
what, you're right.
And you by yourself.
But-
Monique,
but-
Tanya's not here with you.
Okay, but I'm gonna actually speak to this.
Oh, no, hold on.
Let me
I'm old
speak to
school.
this.
No.
I'm
Listen.
old school too.
No, you gotta stop.
I'm
Let
agreeing
me say
with you,
something.
dude.
Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. But I say this,
The
right?
word respect is a little
No,
strong.
this how
sad.
they cut you off.
No, you ain't cut me off.
No, you gotta speak. Go ahead. And I'll speak after you.
Let me
'cause
say
I agree
something.
with you.
This is real talk.
Because I'm agreeing with him.
This is real talk
I'm
right
agreeing
here.
with him.
When we was young,
But-
I'm 61, man. I look good, man. So fuck all that, right? But here's my deal, right? When we was young, we had to use more creativity.
Correct.
Right?
That
Y'all
part.
got motherfucking scientific
Correct.
calculators. Y'all got navigation. Y'all got
Correct.
Google. Y'all got
Listen,
AI.
you're
Y'all got
not-
y'all
you're not listening
got
to a
that
book
GT and
so
all that
damn ways.
shit.
It ain't the
No,
same.
stop it. Hear what I'm saying though. We had to figure shit out.
Right.
And when you figure shit out,
Right.
it makes you a stronger person, man or woman. You understand what I'm saying though? So when I read a book, I get more inspiration, more feeling out of it than when I hear some shit on audio. Because you do 2 things when you read a book. You hear it and you see it, right? When you hear audio, you just hear it.
No, but that's not true.
But if you know how to read, it's not necessarily adding anything.
I do both. And the reason why I fell in love with books because
you know how to read.
When you read, you have to go with the time sometimes.
You still can't read.
Wait.
Hold up. We got another caller.
Wait.
We got another caller.
I want to understand why people keep celebrating struggle.
Okay,
like, why we keep celebrating struggle? You grew up in struggle, you ain't gotta do it no more.
Make it more efficient.
That's Melissa Moore.
Caller, where you from? What's your name? What's up, caller?
Good evening. My name is Teresa Holmes. I'm Melissa's mother.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. My question is, when y'all read your books, I know sometimes you have your authors come on. How do you decide which author you want to engage with?
Good question.
Good question.
Go ahead, Melissa.
Out on the fact that we've had 17 authors.
Yes.
So thank you, Mom, for the plug. Not only are we just a book club, we've had 17 authors.
They got a caller from Atlanta.
That's the book club. That's the author.
Atlanta. What's up, caller? We from the A. Let's go.
Caller, hold on. Let Melissa finish talking.
But wait, I'm sorry, Mommy.
Hold on, caller.
He already put on hold. Is that Tanya?
It's from Atlanta.
Let's go. Just talk to
But
her.
wait, are we not going to answer the question that the caller asked?
We're going to go back.
Oh, yeah. So the way that we choose the author, because we have had 17 authors attend over the years, is whomever is hosting the book club will just reach out to the author. And we just ask them if they would want to be a part of our book club discussion. We highlight them on our Sexy Bookworms Facebook page. Follow us. And that's just how we do it. We come in, we bring the author in, we have a discussion with them, we talk to them, we give them the opinion.
We choose who chooses us.
Yes.
That part.
And then we thank them. We've had a lot of black authors, and we thank them for their support, and we promoted them on our Facebook page as well.
So caller, what's your name? You on the beat 139 with the Sexy Bookworms?
Hello. I'm Gloria, Trina's niece, Trina's grandma from Atlanta. How's everybody?
That's my aunt and that's Tanya's mother. So this is my mother's
sister. Hello.
Yo, where your head reads?
Hello. My question is, how long?
We can't hear you.
Ain't no delay.
Okay. Could y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Say it again.
Is, how many years have y'all been in the book club, and how often do y'all travel with y'all book club?
Oh,
she knows we travel. Thank you. Thank you, Aunt Gloria. They calling in with all the plugs. Katrina can answer that.
So y'all all want to answer it? I guess y'all could answer like briefly.
Yeah. So we started 16 years ago. It was a little debate from 20 to 16. But no, because we checked, Midnight came out in 2008, and then we started next year.
I didn't even have a dog then. The first book club was in my
You did have Kobe.
I had Kobe?
Yes.
But Kobe was 20.
You 100% had Kobe because you was annoying with him. So you had him.
That's not nice. Don't put that on the podcast.
Tanya, right? Kobe, stop. Kobe, I love Kobe, though. I'm not. Kobe, rest in peace.
I told you. I told you. Sooner or later, the shit it's gonna filter out. It's gonna come.
But on G, right? So we started. I know you heard book club for a long time. We started 16 years ago, and we meet monthly. Sometimes, like especially the summer with all the May babies, the summertimes we kind of skip because there's a lot of May babies.
Everybody's vacation.
Yeah, and everybody vacations a lot, but yeah, we try to meet once a month.
Okay, what I'd like to say to y'all women is there's not a lot of women in the world that get together and stay together.
Yes.
So I'm very proud of y'all black women.
Thank you.
And I love all of you guys. And Tanya's with me, so don't be hating.
Yes.
What's going on here? What's happening?
Thanks, G.
Okay, I love y'all.
The green
Dropping bombs on it. One more time.
She's like, I want to
He's
push
dropping
the
bombs on it.
Dropping bombs.
called in. He touched on something with books, but I want you to know that, you know, books did something for me because we didn't go on vacation a lot. When we did get to go on vacation, when I read books, to your point, to your imagination, it put me right there. I can imagine anything with a book. But in this day and age, you got to go with the times. You know, reading is fundamental, but listening is an important skill.
And it's hard.
And it's
you
very
will never
hard.
know how hard it is to listen to a book.
Respect that, right?
It literally took me.
Everybody can't listen.
Say that one more time.
A lot of y'all can't listen because I was judged
Listening
for the audio
is an
books.
important skill.
Let her get a moment.
Everyone don't know how to listen.
Right.
And so I was challenged by these beautiful ladies because I was a book. I was just like you. As a book. I don't want to listen. But what it did to me, it actually made my listening skills better. And I'm better at work. I listen to my peers. I listen to my boss. I know you watching, boss. I listen to my sisters. I listen to my bookmates. But it actually made me understand what listening, sometimes it's not all the way about talking. It's about listening.
2 years.
So I just want you, I want you to get with the times. I understand that because I'm with you. I'm old school too. And books does something, but listening
what
is
you're
different.
saying is facts. I relate to it. It's very good information for everybody. But when you read, it's not talking. Reading is something that is internal.
I get it, but you gotta learn how to
Look, I think that this is a mute.
The reason why I'm a reader and a listener, I'm both, right? I'm both, to be honest with you. And I change with the times because a lot of things I do in my life, I have to be changing with the times. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. Or we wouldn't be able to perform as a group because we all are in the same boat. We all do the same thing.
Right.
We got different jobs. But reading is something that's more of an effort.
For you.
Hey,
I know, I gotta stop you. Because you can't just sit up here and try to listen to your reading show. Because everybody learns differently. Okay? Like the way I can sit up in front of a spreadsheet with a whole bunch of numbers, your whole eyes would cross.
If you
I might need to listen because I'm fucking with my numbers.
So wait,
I'm not going to
you can do an
you
audio
can't say something if all you're going to say is reading is the only way to ingest culture. Okay? So no. I'm tired of hearing it. We're not going to waste up too much time debating over how an individual consumes food. First of all, I'm an Xer. Okay? So real quick. So I'm not going to just sit up here. First of all, nobody here is a millennial like that. All right? And so again, I'm not going to sit up here and have a useless discussion because we've already had this debate a million times. And you can't tell me how I'm going to consume information.
But why can't you do both?
I can. So why can't you let me do both? All right. So then let everybody do both. But don't make one wrong. Okay, so then don't make one wrong. Don't make one wrong.
We done started a debate.
Tradition. Let me tell you what traditional is. Traditional means that your black ass should be wearing white gloves and serving white people.
We are traditional.
Can I ask you a question?
We're on the podcast. We're on the podcast.
Let me ask you one question.
I know where we're at. Shoot.
It's about y'all. But let me say one thing. I'm going to let you out of stage, right? Let me say one thing, right? Because we sparked the debate, right? So let me ask you this goddamn question. Hold up. Listen to me. So what do we need the libraries? Why do we need libraries in New York for all of them books and them sessions
libraries
are not going to be? Hold up. No, but it doesn't matter.
You can't in the library. You don't know.
Let me finish. I just left an event early today with Mayor Eric Adams, right?
Okay.
Please listen. Right? And it was different people from different departments that were there, right? And they had the library team there, like the commissioners and all that, right? And they were saying how they was trying to do with the libraries. And the lady said how many libraries is in the country, this and that. And they just gave like millions and millions of dollars to the libraries to keep them open, right? So we applauded them, right? So boom. So I understand about audio. But before there was audio, there was regular reading. So you can't get rid of old school because you got new school.
Okay,
before
you were a podcaster, sir, you were an enslaved man. That's tradition.
But can I go too? Because you also have to. Oh, she go? Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, we're over here talking about tradition. Like, how much value are we placing in tradition as black people? In America, tradition might have meant that I should be at home. Tradition would not allow us women to even be here holding the positions that we have.
That's not the same thing.
Talking about it absolutely
that's not. That's not the
It
same
absolutely
thing. We could do that with everything in life. That's not the. That we could do that with every damn thing in life. That's not the same thing. What I'm saying is that these libraries. You got everybody in this goddamn studio has a book in their fucking house. So everybody don't have a tape recorder that's audio. We grew up with books. When I get certified, I've been a trainer for 30 years. When I get certified, doc, they give me a goddamn book. They give me the audio, my guy. When I'm saying the audio, I'm not against audio.
You can go into the
I'm not against audio.
Of the
but I'm just saying though, the
and find somebody with a phone.
No,
books are never going to leave. That's what I'm saying.
I raise my hand with a book. Can I just say real quick? Can I say, I don't know if it's as profound as y'all are, but I will say that number one, the library also allows you to borrow audiobooks.
Of course.
Number two,
the
library, drop my bombs.
Number two,
can y'all hear me?
Drop the bomb.
Number two, the library is actually not just about reading, it's also about providing resources to the community for people who don't have access.
How you get the resource?
By getting a library card.
And then what happens?
And then you go in there and you use the computer.
And on the computer, you gotta read. You gotta read the goddamn thing on the computer.
So that you can select your audio book.
You can't get away from reading.
But it's my turn. So, the library provides the resources for the community. There are group sessions. Y'all act like y'all don't hear me. Let me get the two. You can read a book. You can listen to a book.
That's ABC and NBC.
You can go in there and you can learn skills. There are free classes offered at the library. There are support groups at the library. They take the public school kids to the library.
For what?
To learn how to read and
consume information.
So we agree and disagree, right or wrong?
No, because what you're limiting is
we're not agreeing.
Is that when you
so I'm gonna bring the whole. We got 30 kids. We got 30 kids. I'm just messing with it. We got 30 kids from our foundation, right? We gonna bring them all into the library to listen to a book or read a book. I'm going there for them to read the goddamn book. What you gonna do, Keith?
We got a caller.
I'm going to consume information in the most efficient way possible.
Caller, hold on, we got a caller. We got to respect our caller.
I respect that. Let me get a call. Give it a fan.
Caller, Vito, the caller.
Let's go. Doc, you got the phone.
Did you answer?
The phone is answered.
All right, can we go back real fast? Can we level several fast?
You turned the mic off.
All right, can we level several fast? I just want to spin it back a little bit to the fact of you actually.
Oh, we got the caller. Hold on. What's up, caller? Turn your background down, caller. Turn your background down, please.
Monica, turn your back down. You calling again?
I am. I'm leaving the room. But I want to comment. On what he said about library. And as an educator.
Yes, she's a principal.
She's a principal. My sister is a principal.
I don't know who's listening. As an educator, libraries are very important because in the digital age, all our children do now are listen to books on audio.
That's right.
Their fingers never touch the print on a page. And because of that, they are so far behind in reading. Yes. They don't know how to pronounce words. They can barely spell words. And most importantly, when you read a book, it's not just about the story in the book. It's not just about the characters in the book. You get so much more from a book. It's vocabulary building. Our kids do not know the meaning of words. They don't know multi-meaning words. And when you actually touch a book and have to read it yourself, it's just like when you write something, you remember it. If you read something, you remember it. So libraries are important, and we take our kids to the library all the time, especially our pre-K kids. Even if they can't read, just being in that environment and having someone read to them to help build their comprehension skills, that is vitally important to their development.
My sister can ask you a question.
Read to them.
My sister can ask you a question. No, hold on. My sister, what's your name again?
Monica.
Monica,
Monica Brock.
How you doing, Monica? I want to ask you a question, right? Right? So, this is Don Vito, right? So, my deal is this, right? Going through preschool, like kindergarten, right? Regular school, junior high school, I don't know how they do it right now. To college, to high school to college, it's all about reading, right?
Yes, reading.
So hold on, let me finish. So my deal is this, right? In order for you to get to college or graduate, you got to know how to read or you got to know how to listen. Which one?
You have to know how to read, because who's going to help you fill out that college application?
Okay, school.
You want somebody to read that?
You're not going to go to college because you went through from kindergarten to college by listening. No.
Don, what point?
That's right or wrong. No, I'm making a strong point.
This is what I want.
That's a strong point. You gotta read right.
We know we can
read. They trying to get rid of reading right.
All right, guys.
Your show.
We all know, guys. We all know we can read.
Hey, sis, they trying to get rid of reading and writing, man.
Everybody can
read, but you can't be talking to entrepreneurs, managers of regions, ad executives.
Listen. There is a connection.
Like, everybody knows how to read. Literally, everybody knows how to read.
Actually, there is a demographic.
I said no more reading. We just gonna listen.
Nobody said that.
So back to the question.
That
was like,
oh shit.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
When I said reading is like a sin.
Go ahead,
Monica. Finish your point, Monica.
Are just as important.
Listen, there's a connection between all three.
Thank you.
Break it down.
The course that helped me the most in college was writing.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't be able to write if I wasn't
Writing.
able to read.
We didn't say listen. Let's go. What's the next one?
And when you listen to, like the book club, when they have a discussion about the book, the listening is important because you pick up on perspectives other than your own. So all three of those things are vitally important to just your development as a learner.
All right, so we all right. We all right. Everybody's right. There it is. Come on. There we go.
All right.
But we had to explain the difference.
First of all right. So guys, can we agree that reading and listening is both fine? It's okay.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Now, I got a message from Tanya.
I want a copy of this audio tape that says reading and listening is fine.
I'm
so
saying that. I listen.
Book club,
that's Monique and Tanya. But Tanya said, behave. Y'all acting like book club, cutting each other off, doing everything. So calm down. One.
Monica, are you finished? You hung up on her?
Two, I want to get back. Wait. Two, I want to get back to the original question that you asked about a book that is influential in your life and changes your life.
Go ahead.
And I just want to do this as a segue to if Tanya Smith is going to call in. One of the books that we did read recently was called Never Saw Me Coming.
Oh, yeah.
It was an amazing book by Tanya Smith, and we were able to speak with her and like have a great key about this book. This book is like this brilliant woman, well, brilliant in the criminal sense, but that's okay.
She was brilliant.
Yeah, she's brilliant. Yeah, criminals are the best brilliant, like the most brilliant people. Yeah. But
they are.
Literally, Tanya Smith wrote her autobiography about how she frauded the bank system for $40 million.
Yes.
And now, mind you, this is a young girl. She's in Minneapolis. And she's learning. Computers just started because it's like the 80s.
During the 1960s.
Yeah. Oh no, it was the 60s.
She was doing this in 1967 era.
Sometime.
Right.
Hopefully she'll call in today. But it was an amazing book, and I love the book because it was able to tell a story that we heard a lot of times. You know, we've all heard the stories of hustling and making money and getting rich, and you know the trap falls of being rich, going to jail, dying, whatever the case may be. But to hear this woman's story and to be told in such a positive light. And such an embracive light, this woman is amazing. And to be able to talk to her and hear her story was amazing. So although that doesn't resonate to me as my life, it does resonate to me as survival, as resilience, as Black women who make something out of nothing. Right. How we have to make a decision that may not be the best decision for us in our life, but it's also a decision we have to make, and this is what we have to live with. Yes, right. And at the time, she was amazing in it. So we never saw me coming was the book, and that's a book that's recent and resonates with me.
And which is going to be actually a movie and a Hulu series. Mm-hmm. And we're invited to the premiere.
I'm gonna ask y'all a quick question, right? I can't remember. One of the callers said something about y'all going on vacation.
Your mic is not going down.
One, two. Y'all keep turning the mics down.
Because we keep talking.
They asked about the vacation. What if one of y'all have like a close friend that's not a part of y'all book club? Do they go on vacation with y'all?
They can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the trip, because we have book club trips and then we have friends and family trips. So I think it just depends on the trip.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're so much more than a book club. We do a lot of outings together. Yeah. We discuss the book, and the book is the focal point of our book club, but we discuss politics, we discuss women issues, we discuss male issues, we discuss everything. And this is the beauty of why we came on this podcast, to promote what we have to offer to females in sisterhood.
Mm-hmm. Women.
Specifically.
Because we need positive Black women friendships.
We got another caller. Can you hold that? Let's get that. What's up, caller? Where you from? Caller, where you from? What's your name? Hello? One more time, caller.
I don't know that number. All right, caller. We need to hear you.
Right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
A little bit.
You got to turn your phone up and turn your background down.
All right. Well, my background is clear, but...
All right, so turn your phone up. Let me see. You can talk.
All right. My name is Amarai from New York.
How you doing? Hey.
Yo, my ATL family is showing up. That's
how well, my question is, I'm Trina's little cousin.
Ty's little sister.
But my question is to you guys, how many have you guys hosted over the years, and how do you guys get them to accompany a book club?
I didn't hear the question. I didn't hear this.
And how do you guys get them to come join you? Like, how do you guys get them to come visit your book club?
Oh, yeah, Melissa answered that.
Oh, yeah. It's Amara.
Yeah.
Hi, Muma.
So we just email them, or I've for the authors that I've had attend, I've just reached out to them by email or by Facebook, and they've responded. I've asked them their dates of availability, and then I confirmed it with my bookmates, and it just aligned.
It works out.
And so we've had authors attend in person. We've had them attend over Zoom or video chat, and it's just always worked out that way. Some authors are like, oh, I only got 30 minutes. Then they stay 2 hours. Then we have some authors that are just with us, and it's always a good time, because I think the authors are appreciative of the fact that we have just so many different opinions, and we have so many different perspectives. And then in some instances, we rewrite the book on how it should have been written.
Most of the time.
And so
period.
Huh?
I said period.
No, seriously. Tanya is notorious for that.
I think also the authors also want to remain relevant. They want also a bigger audience. Mm-hmm. And so when we do invite them, it's actually a win-win for both of us. We get to actually have their insight, and they get to hear our insight.
But can we also highlight, not to cut you off, is that sometimes Black authors also don't get the platform that they deserve.
That part.
And so even though we are a small and mighty book club, the fact that we allow or we provide the space and the platform to have them come in, discuss the book, promote them
we got another
on
caller.
our Facebook page, it gives them an opportunity as well.
Caller, where you from? What's your name, caller?
Hi, it's Tanya, I guess.
Hey, T.
Hey, ladies. Y'all are misbehaving. But no, it's been great. I absolutely love hearing everything. And just to add a little insight to all that's been said, that to elaborate, is that we are more than a book club. We actually, when we read our books, we've actually had one author who we are respectful and we rewrite sometimes the work in the conversations, but they appreciate our feedback. We also just share. The topics of the book rolls into real life, and so it then has like a real touching moment if someone's going through something. So when they say how it resonates, it's like with James, and then we're talking about, the climate or family, and then we're in tears and we go off topic and come back. And so it's just always a great time together. We're definitely more than 6 women getting together, reading books. And as you can see, we're all different personalities.
Literally.
I want to change the lane up real
You
quick.
can imagine how it is in person when we're debating a topic.
And then I'm going to change it up.
So just to piggyback off,
I got a good topic coming.
Everything Tanya said 100%. But to piggyback on what Melissa was saying, you know how like big publishing companies always use suburban book clubs to test out a book? Like they'll test out the manuscript, they'll test out the book. We don't have that backing, but we do test out, like Melissa said, our African American books. We don't only read African American books, we read all types of books. But we definitely reach out to authors who are African American authors, so that way we can provide that platform. And that's exactly why we want to start our own podcast as well, guys, so that way we can really highlight these authors, really have these conversations around the book, as well as have our crazy talk, but we can discuss the book. We can have our Facebook group and the online group and whatever else chime in on these on the book club, and we have their POV, so that's even more POVs than the 6 of us. So that's why it's so important for our culture and our time is to discuss our authors and have them come up and be with us.
Okay, so let me say something, right? Okay. So the B139, we got you ladies on the show. The doctor's like, Vito, I got these women called the sexy bookworms. Hold up, listen. And they want to come on the show. Some of y'all we grew up with, some of y'all we didn't. But here's my deal, right? We're about supporting people in our community that have a vision and a mission. And y'all have a vision and a mission. All jokes to the side, right? So I think this is something different, because in order to be in the podcast field for as a gossiper or a person that interviews, because we don't gossip, we interview, right? You have to have a niche. You can't just say, I'm going to get a show, because you get a show like you open up a business and nobody comes in the door. Right. You have to have a niche, and you have a niche. Do
we have something special?
Right. And women have power. Women are making good money. They have to depend on a man. Women are more caring about what their appearance look like. Not that they cared before, but it's a lot of things that's changed. Like from reading to audio, things has changed. It's more advanced, right? So here's my deal, right? Now, there's something that hasn't changed, right? That's women flashing, hot flashing.
Oh, stop, don't do that.
Right?
Don't do that.
And I gotta do that. I gotta do that. Because y'all 2 motherfuckers over here, she sweat like a goddamn animal. And she sweating.
Yo, it's hot. It's hot in here. Look, you gotta call us. That's so wrong. It's hot in here.
And I love them. They flashing, Ted.
The beat 139.
That be AC in here.
It's because they're
we ain't flashing.
sexist.
It's hot.
But that was just a little jokey joke.
You on the beat 139.
But it's all great.
Yo, it's hot in here.
Hello?
This is man.
What's up? What's up, caller?
Since he said it, let me get a tissue.
Yo, T Black. We just had to bring for y'all behind the scenes. We bringing a whole roll of goddamn paper towels, cause these women right now, all of them,
that is man
the majority they flashing the shit, man. It ain't hot down. We not hot.
You hot.
You hot.
I
I ain't hot.
They like, we can't
touch
give
me.
no fans.
I ain't hot. I'm good money. You hot,
the
Doc?
sound. They got us hot
Chief, you
with
hot?
lights.
It's hot here. It's got
Yo,
all
Chad,
this
you not
light.
hot. We all chilling.
Any woman who's ever taken a shower with a man and had that man crying about how hot it was.
Hold on, we got
Y'all know
You
they.
sweating too.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead, Caller, you on the beat 139, sexy bookworm. What's your name?
Hi, ladies. My name is May Ling. I'm from New York.
Hold on, May was part of the club, but she gonna tell her story. Go ahead. Is this May?
Yeah, so hi,
Hey,
ladies.
May, can I ask you a question? May,
yes.
before you start, where you from, May?
I'm from New York.
New York, Harlem? Where you from? What part of New York?
Lower East Side.
Lower East Side in the building. We're going to get a little bomb for you, right? But May, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Right? Because I already noticed what's going on in the room. Do you hot flash too, May? Do you be flashing this shit?
What the hell? Why you zoomed on me? Like that's
Because they be flashing, but it's okay though, man.
That's not.
She like, yo, give me some paper time. What the hell is wrong? But anyway, man.
You know you dead wrong.
Now we just want to have a little jokey joke. But hear what I'm saying. So, May, why you call? What's up, caller? What's up,
Yeah,
caller?
I honestly didn't hear the question, but that's okay. So yeah, I initially started with them years ago, and like I missed like one date, and I was kicked out, so I couldn't hang with them.
You kicked May out.
I told y'all it was hard.
Oh, should they kick May out?
Yeah, this book.
Hey, May, what happened, May?
Don't do us like that.
I believe you,
Let her
man.
tell her story.
It was hard.
Yo.
Let her tell her story.
Let her tell her story.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
go
gotta
lie,
be
May.
a
Go
real,
lie. Go lie.
Tell a story.
you know,
May, they
no,
kicked you out, May?
you gotta be a real serious reader, and I guess at the time I wasn't up to snuff. So this book club, they take it real serious and they real intense.
Wow.
Right? However, since this book club, I have been reading a lot more. So I attribute that to the ladies there on the panel. So my question is, I know this book club has been around for years, and like I don't know if this question was asked before, but because I had to hop off and I came back on. But have you ladies faced any challenges, right? Because this book club y'all been around for a long time, and it seems to have a longevity with this book club. So have you ladies faced any challenges with each other? Because you know, there's a lot of personalities, strong women, you know, and how do y'all overcome those challenges to still maintain this club and continue to have it grow the way it's growing?
So I think that one, handpicked some great people, right? That's one.
That part.
Two, I think that we respect each other enough and love each other enough to disagree, because we disagree hard in book club. Like, we disagree hard, we fight, we argue, but we don't take it to the next day, and we don't let it interrupt the next book club or whoever else is hosting or whatever the case may be. We may go to the side and be like, but we never let it fester into the next moment or fester into messing up the book club. And I think that's a tribute to each lady and their personalities and their love and dedication to book club.
Well said, Katrina.
And one thing that I say, as the newest member, 8 years in, because it is hard to get in May, there's so much integrity. Yeah. Like, we legit only schedule when almost, like, I think I've only been to maybe 3 book clubs in the last 8 years where not everybody was there. Yeah. So we only make it happen, and it's always about the book. Yes. It's that degree of integrity. The integrity is about the book. Our relationships matter. I mean, because all these women know my dirtiest business and my best business. Mm-hmm. But it actually is still always about the book.
And I think it's also about the sisterhood and what we bring to the table. We take this very serious because, you know, when we host, we spend a significant amount of money to host. You know, the alcohol is top shelf, the food is top shelf, and sometimes we actually celebrate each other with gifts. So when you talk about challenges, I think the challenges, to Katrina's point, is we agree to disagree, but to Yami's point, it's always about the book. But at the end, the day that we get together, it's about the celebration of sisterhood, and the book is the addition.
Right. So why y'all argue though?
Because we got different opinions. Strong. It's some alpha women.
You know, sometimes people show up and be like, "You should just read the book. Don't do audio."
Or some people be like, "You didn't really read because you listened and you missed the point of the book."
Or we argue because why you didn't get that point is plain as day. Like, what do you mean you missed
Or
that?
we
How you
argue
missed
because
that?
I already
Why don't
said
you
that
love her?
and
She's
you didn't hear
amazing.
me,
Yeah.
and you're gonna repeat what
Joanne,
I
go
already
ahead.
said.
Joanne,
Or
go
we
ahead.
don't argue, which is me.
You don't argue?
No. She's actually
Joanne is the calmest,
sweet,
peaceful. No, she's sweet shade.
That's
Yeah,
what I
she's
I
sweet
call
shade.
Joe sweet shade.
Yeah, she's sweet. But Joanne is literally the calm. Let's wait, guys.
What's the reason why you don't argue?
Because I really don't, like, for me.
She didn't read the book.
She didn't finish the book. She didn't finish the book.
I wasn't going to say argue because I feel like everyone should have their own opinion. So to me, it's like, that's your point of view. That's what it is.
That the reason why I said it because I feel the same way you feel. That's why I said why y'all argue. I feel the same way you feel. Like that's your opinion.
And they should be told that they're wrong.
Yes.
But I feel it's an opinion. I feel what
And you're
she's
wrong.
saying. That's why
And you're
when
wrong.
y'all said y'all argue, I'm like, I don't get why, and I feel the same way she feel. Like if that's your opinion on something, I don't think I'd be in the full. Cause y'all like we argue so much we don't even take it to the next day.
It depends on what you argue
means-
for.
that means-
Some people
that means it gotta
argue
be
to
a test
understand.
for you to sit there
Some
and
people
say,
argue to change.
Oh, we got a call
minds.
from LA.
This is the call.
Oh, that's the
And
call.
so that's what I'm saying. Like to me, I'll call anything an argument if we're raising voices and debating. But people don't like the word argue. But
Caller,
sometimes
hey, caller, where you from? What's your name, caller? What's up, caller?
39.
Hello?
What's up, caller? Talk to us.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
You from LA? What's your name?
My name is Tanya Smith.
Hi,
Ladies, hello. Thank you for inviting me.
So wait, let me just say, Tanya Smith is the author of the book that we were just talking about. Never seen me coming.
Yeah.
They never seen me coming. So yeah, this is the author of the book. Amazing book. Take it away, lady.
It's just about, it's my life story of being a young Robin Hood hacker, breaking into banks all over the world and fighting with the FBI.
Hey, Tanya, how much time you did? You some time?
Yeah.
I did a total of 13 years, but I escaped from prison twice. But the total was 13 years.
Oh, you escaped? You got out and they caught you and you went back?
She walked out and was out
You
for like
walked out.
9 months, 10 months, right?
So you ain't getting no extra time for that?
Yeah.
I did, yes, I did. The first time I walked out as a lawyer out of a federal prison, and the other one was in Los Angeles in a county jail.
So you was in the county jail. You walked out both times?
I did,
Well, she had
yes.
disguises.
Oh wow.
Tanya, we need you to come on the show to tell.
100%. We need that. That's something different.
You need to get my book. Read my book.
Read the book. That's right. Read the book.
He
loves to read. Don't listen.
Tanya, you said, Tanya, you said, read the book. Now listen to the goddamn book. I knew what the hell I was talking about. This girl over here
money
is
on
talking that
getting
new
one of the best narrators in the business.
Tanya said, read the goddamn book. She talking about listen to the book.
Hold on. Because Tanya spent some of the best money in the business to get one of the best narrators in the business to read her book, Robin Miles. Why? Because reading to people is also another way.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Tanya's on the phone.
I never said it wasn't. I said old school is the best school. I don't care what you're talking about.
And like I said, we can
I don't
revisit
care what
old
y'all
school
talking about.
for
I don't
all
care.
the ways it's
Listen,
not the best.
I got money in the old school and I got money in the new school. The old school is the best school. Forget that what y'all talking about. I don't give a damn about that new school shit, man. we old school. We make it happen. But we get ain't got nothing to do with that. We got morals. We got principles. We got standards. Hold up. It was a lot of love out here.
Didn't even get baked.
Y'all don't care about each other. Y'all don't trust each other. Y'all kill each other. It's a lot with y'all, man. Y'all get y'all bag, but it's a lot that come with the bag. We got love bags. It's a difference, man. You got to listen to what I'm saying. It's funny, but it's not funny. We got love bags. I got, bags of hatred.
What's love bags?
Bags of lust. Bags of deceit. Bags of not trust. Y'all bags is crazy, man.
But this is why you can't listen to the audio.
Yeah, you gotta listen.
Let Tanya talk.
Let's go. That's why she laughing. Hey, Tanya, you escaped prison twice. You escaped prison twice. Let's go there. How did you get out? How did you get out?
You gotta read the book. She can't give you that.
I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna listen to it.
You can purchase the
I'm gonna read it, but not listen to it.
By Robin Miles.
Amazon.com.
Right.
So, Tanya, you could also talk about how lovely we was and embracing we were of your book and you coming on to our podcast because Joanne was the host. Can you speak about that and what you felt from our book club? Because that's what it's about. It's about us right now.
It's been about y'all the whole night.
That's that part. But can you tell the audience what you felt when you actually came on you was a guest in our book club? Can you tell the audience that? Because this was Joanne's host and she emailed you and got you onto our book club. Can you speak to what you felt from this group of ladies? Can you speak to that?
Well, I had a great time.
I get it. Anytime somebody starts a sentence with laughter, it's going to be something different. Let's go.
Let her talk, D.
You acting like a book member.
I'm a book member. Y'all on the show. Me and Doc book members now, man.
Okay,
you got room for men? You got room for men?
Go ahead, Tanya.
Hey, Doc, you know how to write, right?
Go ahead, Tanya. Speak to that.
You wrote a book?
He wrote a rhyme. Doc can rhyme. He can rhyme. Spit something right quick.
Well, what?
She's stuck.
Yes, ma'am.
Get
please.
the story correct.
We hear you, Tanya.
I didn't leave. I'm here. Okay. So first of all, I want to say that I love talking to my readers and
readers.
Or listeners. So the audiobook, I think the audiobook is very good because you can listen to it while you're working out, whatever you're doing, you're riding your bike, you're outside, you're in your car. So, and it's a great read. I think it's excitement from the very beginning to the end. But I really enjoyed these ladies. They all had their little personalities, a bunch of questions, and they had a lot of energy. And it was fun. It was extremely fun. So I enjoy those type of discussions.
Thank you so much.
And we enjoyed you. You were a good time. She showed us pictures and she stayed with us for
a good while.
Tanya, we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. With you being on a platform like this, what is it that you need from us?
I'm sorry, you said what?
What do you need from Black folks? What do you need from us to elevate you and to keep you moving forward? Because I know you said that a lot of Black media hadn't come to you. Right now you are on this platform here with Beat 139. 139. They are the hottest podcast in Harlem. Right. What do you need from them?
Talk about it. Come on.
Well, I think most people, especially Black people that read my book, have an understanding of the things that I went through, just being a Black woman or even a Black man, just being underestimated and being told that you can't be who you are. So, sometimes you have to show them, and that's just kind of how I felt. So, but also I think my book relates to so many experiences that so many of us has had. So I'm hoping that my book can, bring communities together, people together, just to talk about not just me, but their experiences as well.
I want to say this, and every person I told to read the book loved it. They are so excited about it. But one thing about this book, and she's a Black woman who wrote the book in the time, whatever, but it doesn't read like a Black book. Like, it's not like race specific for just Black people. It reads like, it reads like a great story in a great tone of the story. Like so much trials and tribulations going on.
No. Stop this whole. Let me say something. No, listen. No, Keith, relax. What you
listen
mean,
to the producer.
Read like a black book. What do you mean read like a
When
black
I say
book?
read like a black book,
It don't read like midnight. It don't read like taking the game.
Whoa. I'm not. Whoa. Everybody, please. I'm not. Don't disrespect my black authors at all. Every black book doesn't read like under that. Like that's not it. What I said by it is that it's not a racial focused book. It's not talking about all the racism. Like the most racism that comes out of the book is the fact that they undermined her. They didn't see her coming.
From a gender perspective.
It highlights the socioeconomic disadvantage of black people, though.
Yes, it does, but not in the tone where it's a victim. She was a middle class family. Like it's not like she was a poor black person in the hood. Like it was none of that. It's like she's a middle class family. She wanted to help other people in her family, her neighborhood, where the kids be, and she was smart enough to find a way to do so. So let's scratch that whole black book reads like some hood thing.
What you said.
I did not say that. I said it doesn't read like a black book as in a tone of a black book, meaning like a story.
No. Let me say something.
I didn't say that.
Can I say something? Let me say something. This.
You didn't even read the book.
No,
he didn't read the book.
No, of course not.
Go read the book upstairs.
But you know what? Here's the thing, though. So what if she said it reads like a black book?
No, listen.
Because I think that way.
Give me.
Doesn't.
I just need 2 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all rock because it's about y'all. I never said I read anything, but I'm a good listener, right? So when you say read like a black book, let me finish. When you say read like a black book, I got a problem with that because I know black people are kings, the queen, be smart. So when you say read like a black book, I'm like, what you mean read like a black book? You said that.
I said read like a black book in the racial tone of her problems. It is not a book about a black person struggling. It's a book about a smart hustler. That's it.
Okay, cool.
She said
you say read like a black book.
That's your negative.
No.
Connotation.
Well, let me teach y'all something.
Because wait,
when you on the air, no, hear what I'm saying. When you on the air live, listen to me. Because ladies, let me say one little thing, right? I've been doing this a long time. When you on the air live, we can't. It's not pre-recorded. We can edit it. Hear what I'm saying? So when you say read like a black book, you got to give them more right then and there.
I literally was.
Right? Read like a black book, whatever it is. And then now they understand that because you now leaving them for speculation. When you say read like a black book and stop, I might think.
First of all, your speculation is offensive.
Right or wrong?
Your speculation is offensive.
Because
can I finish?
I believe I said unlike a hood
because
book.
the fact that you think that a black book has
No,
a negative.
it sounds
Wait, no, can I
descriptive,
finish? You seen that a black book has a negative connotation is a problem in the sense. What I'm saying is that she did not focus on race. She did not focus on being that. She focused on telling her story as a hustler, as a person who got over on stuff, and she wrote an amazing story. Right. As a
But why would
person,
you say read like a black book?
because it is we all said black hair, and it's a story about somebody else, but that's not what she's highlighting. That's not what she's focused on. This book is for everybody.
Something wrong with what I was thinking?
Yes.
And hold on, wait. And let me say this. And what's the problem with it reading like a black book?
There's nothing wrong with it. What I'm
Thank
saying
you.
is
That no, I don't know.
Yeah.
You stop. I'm talking to him.
Because
to me, there's nothing wrong with something being black.
But the fact that you put a negative connotation
Exactly.
on
Now
it is
that's the problem.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's your
No,
problem. And I don't care if a book is a black book. I like black books. I like black movies. I like it blackity black. I like black music and I like black clothes. There's nothing wrong with something being black. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hold on, we got a caller. Joanne got the caller to call in, and we not being respectful to the caller.
Yeah, motherfucking Savages is a motherfucker, man.
Hold on, we not being respectful to the caller. So, caller, can you it's your time, Miss Tanya.
What's up, Miss Tanya?
Hello.
We real right here. We live. We real. It's reality. It's everything all in one. What's up? Come on, Miss Tanya. Let's hear your opinion. You the caller. What's up?
Well, I mean, all I really have to say is, just if you buy the book, you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it, and you'll just. I mean, I think it's just an experience. Like I said, I think anyone can relate to it. Anyone that's been underestimated can relate to it. And it's. I don't think it's just black people. It's anybody because we all do it. I mean, we all have experienced it, whether it's in a workplace or in some kind of relationship. People are undermining you every day, and I think that if you read the book, you'll learn something about yourself, and that's the beauty about this. And I enjoy hearing conversations or having conversations with people that have read my book. I enjoy that more than anything. So that's why anybody that has a book club, I'm always willing to sit there and talk to them because I feel like I put out something that teaches people to understand who they are and the things that they go through in life.
Wait, not to go back, but it's a white collar crime book. That's what it really
That's
is.
what it is.
That's
Because she was in the
So
feds.
we definitely appreciate you.
Thank you, Tanya.
But Tanya, can Joanne pass the information on if we get you on the show?
No. Read the book.
We have to.
Hey, y'all can come. No, I'm only kidding. But listen, everybody know when I tell you, and I'm not saying this just because she graced us with her presence. I'm not saying this because she's an amazing author who really had a good time with us, and we had a good time with her. But the book is really good, y'all. No bull crap.
Really good.
It's a really good book. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. It was a great read. It was a key. You literally went down. You really went down memory lane with her. You felt like you was with her. Right?
And she named
and she
dropped
know everybody
Everybody
in that book. When I say everybody doing everything in that book. And she was can I say something like Prince was in it?
Hollywood,
amazing.
Jimmy
It's a
Jam
really
and Terry
good bag.
Lewis. Everybody's in that book that she
Yeah.
interacted with. It was during the era of 1967 on up until today.
So let me ask y'all a question. How did y'all find that book? Who found the book and who day it was?
Joanne, it was Joanne
I
Holmes.
went online and I searched black authors and what was basically popping and something that I thought would be good. And before I chose the book, I went on YouTube and I listened to her story. I listened to her interview.
There you go.
And so
Pull it up, Jay. We'll see the book, Jay.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
After that, I said,
So you chose the book by
That's what's up.
you did your research on it. Nobody gave you nobody referred it to you.
Oh, that's wonderful. I didn't ask you guys that. I appreciate it very much.
And Joe, I'm sorry, what was it that you searched for?
black authors.
Black books.
So can y'all since you talking, give the experience how it is when each of y'all have the day. Okay, it was your day, that was your book. What type of experience you wanted for the ladies to have when they come on your day? Because I'm pretty sure.
Nah, bring the mic to you, man.
Everybody's competitive. So.
No, we not in that sense.
Turn it up.
I would really try to lay it out on my day.
No, but
So I'm saying how your day turned out. What did you?
You know what? That's a good question.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much all the same. There's no competition. Maybe Katrina might think so.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. He said wait. He said competition for laying it out, making sure it's a good experience, making sure you're.
We definitely
do
that.
How the food.
Yes, the food was amazing.
So I have a personal chef.
Yeah, she does.
And when I say
That
personal chef, I don't go out and have someone come in.
They live with
my personal chef. But anyway, what I do
The
is
rest
I
of us
pick a book
cater.
that I think that's interesting, and I make sure that the atmosphere is really comfortable,
Right.
and I know what everyone likes. So Tanya, for instance, she doesn't eat meat, so I'll have a side of fish for her, or anything that's not meat or beef or whatever. So I make everybody comfortable within that space, and that's what I think about.
And you with the book. So okay, y'all said something about the book far as once a month. Y'all do it. So when it's your turn and you say, okay, y'all read this book, do they got to go out and purchase the book?
Absolutely. We all purchased the book individually, every single one of us.
How do you purchase it?
Don't start. No, we're not going back there. We're not going back there. We're not going back there. Keep going. Keep going.
At one time, we all we read the book, and then audio just came out.
I mean, we've been in this for 16 years. Like, there wasn't audiobooks when we started.
And
so
this
we had to
is a
read.
group
I was doing audiobooks when you had to buy 30
We
tapes.
know how to read.
Well, you bought the tape.
It's
the
okay
CDs?
to listen to audio.
And I would go to the library and check out the books.
But you do know when you get older, sometimes your eyesight might go out. Listening is a
now
very
we're gonna
good
start
skill.
that shit. Eyesight.
I'm just saying.
Your hearing might go out too. You
You
ever heard of hearing aid?
aid?
Hearing might go out too. Your hearing go out for your eyesight.
So,
No, not my hearing.
yeah. So, Jay, you got their logo up there.
Not my hearing.
Look
Not
at
my
my
hearing.
Come on, this is a hot box.
That's what I heard. This is a hot
Yeah,
box.
Tanya, so Tanya, we definitely appreciate you. Do you have anything else to say?
Oh no! Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. And ladies, please stay in contact.
Forever. Yes, thank you, Tanya. I think I'm like her biggest fan, right? But there was another your fan club.
Thank you. There was another caller that was trying to call, and please call back. Please call back. We want to hear from you.
Also, can we talk a little bit about the pressure of hosting book club a little bit?
That's a good point.
Because there is, Joanne touched on it a little bit, and because I do holiday book club.
I see her role.
There-
Her role is she could critique every goddamn thing going on. She's a goddamn critiquer. Everything she do is critiquing.
Because we did.
She's a critiquer. Everybody got to roll. Hold. Let me say something. Hold. Let me. Can I say? Let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick. We got the beat 139, right? We got my man Ted, right?
Yeah, we are.
Hold on. Relax.
The beat 139.
Oh, there we go. So we got Ted, right? We got my man T Black, right? We got Keith Cash, right? We got Jay. We got Doc. We got Don Vito. All of us has a role to play. So y'all girls, I'm a good listener because she audio, right? So I went audio. I listen good too.
I'm a reader.
But this girl right here, she's a critiquer.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you do, because you
No,
wait.
I'm not a critiquer.
Your hair be moving like this. You know, T Black. She like side to side, right? Right? You don't see that, right? But I see it. She like this. And then when she see when it was time to go in, boom. Let me say this. Yo, she play tennis.
We got to call her. We got to call her.
Yo, good.
We got to call her. Come on.
She's the youngest one too, right?
You have to give her it's about
She's the youngest
She's
one,
the
right?
youngest one.
She's the youngest
She's
one.
the youngest
She's a
one.
critiquer, man.
Yo.
That's somebody else.
She's a critique.
I would like to hear you
Girl.
go all the way through, because
I'm not
That was
saying
really
nothing
good.
bad.
No, that was really good.
I'm not saying no bad, but she's a critiquer, man.
Hold up. Caller. You on the beat 139 with the
He
sexy
needs
book
to keep
club?
going. He needs to keep going. He's doing good. What's next?
I'm gonna tell you,
And here we go.
the critiquer. Let's go.
And here comes the
Monique, how it work?
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. It's going down.
Call us your name.
Yo, y'all done? It's Sean from the Bronx.
You ready to start?
No, you called.
Oh, that's Sean? Sean.
Yo, what's up,
Sean, you so nice. They name your name twice. Sean.
Sean.
No, it's Sean.
Yeah, Doc.
That's my Sean.
That nigga.
That was perfect timing, Sean.
Yeah.
I think he might agree with you.
Yo, Sean, we just messing with you, brother. What you got to say, man?
No, I had a question for the bookworms. Like earlier, you said that everybody has their own different genre of book you like to read. So, was there a book that somebody picked out that you might have been reluctant to read or listen to, and then you actually did read it and realized it's a good book? Oh, y'all didn't hear the question. That's
A
all.
lot of times.
100%.
A lot of books.
You know what, Sean? That's why book club is so important. That's why book club is so much fun, because things you would never pick up, or things I'm like, I would never read that. Like, for instance, what was the Children of Blood and Bones?
Yes. That was an amazing book.
Audio book.
Right, but
it also-
needless
I
to
read
say,
the
it was
first
a great
one. It was a
book
re- it was
outside
a
of
nice
our
book.
realm. And we fell in love with it.
second
And it's
book,
like
'cause
really
y'all
one of my
kept saying
favorite books
how-
to this day.
how good it
So
was.
it's something I would never read, never come across. But yes, a lot of times when someone brings a book that you're not interested in, you read it out of respect because they're hosting it. You're going to their house, some people, and then you literally read the book and like you enjoy it, and it's like
you go in the house. What do you mean go in the house?
No, you go into the house. They hosting, so you want to respect
We host at everybody's house.
So what happened after you read the book?
We discuss it.
Oh wow.
Where you been all this time? Like how long we been on this?
What the hell? We discussed
We out here sweating, hair puffing up, and all that. You like, what y'all do?
Yeah, come on,
So
man.
after you discuss it, then what?
Then
We
just talk about
debate.
everything. All right, guys. So you gotta imagine, right? Let's set the scene.
I just want
We
to know.
are.
The viewers wanna know.
Let me just set the scene real fast. It's usually on a Friday night after a long week or work week, right? And you literally coming in, you're seeing your girls this month or whatever the case may be, and you walk in, you're gonna have a drink, you're gonna have good food, and you just start talking and kikiing. Then you go in and start to discuss the book. You turn off to another subject. You start incorporating your life into the book, your life into the character. You like, oh my God, this reminds me of what happened last year to me, or this what happened to me last week.
Right.
Or I can't stand this character. She reminds me of this person who gets on my nerves, blah, 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 blah. So you just come in and you're unwinding and you're talking with your girlfriends. And then you're just having the whole conversation to catch up, incorporating the book, and it's a good time. It's like literally your girls just hanging out.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we all like to set the tone of whatever the genre of the book. So say, for example, the book was based in Louisiana. Sometimes we do a theme. We base
Wait,
the
guys, I'm gonna
alcohol,
blow
we
you
go-
up. Remember the time we did Hello Beautiful and she put the makeup artist and she never read the book? She did not read the book. Monique. She thought the book was about being beautiful and makeup artist.
It was.
Listen. Let me tell you.
Wait.
Let me finish. Monique, the name of the title was Hello Beautiful. It was a good book. And it was nothing about looks. It was nothing about makeup. It was nothing about beautiful. But she didn't read the book. So she had like the makeup artist here. She had all this stuff going on for like cosmetic and beauty, and that's not what the book was about.
No.
But we just trying to talk about
The girl was doing everybody makeup.
everything.
Nothing to do
Shout out Carol.
Oh,
She
she's
did our
amazing.
makeup.
all the pictures.
All the pictures in the
nothing
world.
to do with makeup.
Nothing to do with makeup. The whole book. But we do try to incorporate.
But we try to
Inside
incorporate the theme. Of
Yes.
course, I should have read the backstory to what it. But the book was like Hello Beautiful, and it had a beautiful face. And I was like, you know what? I met a Sephora makeup artist and said, I'm gonna gift the bookmates. So I had her come in after we did our discussion, and they didn't know what was in store for them. I do that all the time, just like Joanne said, that we all set the tone and we give back. And that's why I said it's so much more than a book club, because we like to celebrate each other. In this instance, I had the food on point, the alcohol is always on point, but I wanted to make sure that they actually felt special. So she walked in, they didn't know what was going on, and she actually did all of our makeup. And that's also out of our pockets. We
I like
spend
everything.
We like seeing our love, man.
It's not
Book club is
cheap.
mad expensive.
It's not
That's
cheap.
gonna be my next question. I was gonna ask how expensive it is.
It's very.
And also, I was gonna ask, do y'all have the same month? Let's say if you do.
No.
Oh, Melissa.
Oh, but she has Christmas.
She has the holiday one.
She has the Christmas.
Book club every
She has
year.
Christmas.
Because I
Wow.
put up 2 Christmas trees.
Yeah, she does.
Yo,
Think about
give it
that.
up, dog. Give it up.
She did Christmas.
Give it up.
So I, as a host, I give a book club gift, but then my bookmates also
We
bring
gift.
gifts.
Yes.
So we have so many gifts.
Yeah, it's the best Christmas.
It's the best
It's the damn
because-
Christmas for us, literally.
Because we have my host gift, we have our Secret Santa gifts, and then we have bookmate gifts.
Yes.
On top of that. So it's just gifts on top of that. So I'll show
Yeah,
My lovely
it's a
sister.
dope Christmas for us.
I also just want to give a shout out to Katrina because I think she goes in full force as well.
Okay.
We did the tea party.
Oh, yeah.
We did so many things where we get dressed up and we do things that we wouldn't normally do. We'll get dressed up just to go out.
See, y'all
They
bringing
push
it
you
in.
into
Y'all
the
bringing it in
ocean.
now. I like this.
We also
Y'all bringing it in.
actually.
But no, Monique set that high standard with all her thing, with that special.
Bring it in, bro.
I do
Bring it in.
specialty. But I want to give a shout.
Like,
I want to give a shout out to Trina because we had brunch and we sold out the whole restaurant.
Every year it's more expensive.
Look, when I first joined, I was stressed because I was like, I ain't got no partner. It's just me. They about to get this chicken.
We
and
spent
this
in
rice.
some cases 1K.
But we had to grow. I had to grow into it.
Sometimes it can cost that much. sometimes it can cost them. It depends on what you want to create.
You want to make sure you are creating an experience for your
Yes,
girlfriend.
sometimes it can
And you want it to be a reciprocal experience.
Exactly. Like, we just want to make sure that everybody has whatever your drink is,
And everybody's
whatever
happy
you
and
eat is.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You come and you have everything that you want. The host provides everything.
Yes.
It
So,
doesn't matter.
How y'all determine the order? Let's say if you do
Oh,
this one,
that's
who
a-
be like,
that's
okay,
a-
we do
The
this.
order be messed up.
Well, yeah.
Set. It's just
Yeah,
that only one
yeah,
person knows
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It depends on if we
The
travel.
order is set. Only one person knows
With
it.
December, Monique, I think you
We
answered
travel a
in
lot.
January, yeah.
We travel a lot. So it depends on what we travel a lot.
We take a break for the summer,
Yeah,
but
I'm
we
about to say,
usually
y'all
do
do
a
2
summer.
months.
The
2
same.
months.
To a year.
To a
Yeah,
year,
to a year.
No,
It's like 1.5 now because we took
Right.
we used to do 2 a year nonstop.
but we take the summer off and we do an outing.
Before Yami joined, we was 5, right?
Yeah.
So we used to do twice a year and then have a free one. Like
Right,
we
we had
used to
a
do
free
a free
one.
one both. So like
Which we
would
go to
take
a
an outing,
restaurant,
go to a
or-
restaurant. Everybody pays this up, whatever the case may be. Then when Yami came, it came 6. And then Yami came and she went right in the middle with the May babies. And then the end of May babies. So then we started taking the summer off because everybody's traveling this whole time.
But we do a summer
So, but we still
outing.
do like 1.5.
Yeah, we do an outing every summer. Like, we did the boat thing.
We did the winery.
Yeah, we did the winery.
So how do people find out about y'all?
So
Well,
for about
Facebook
You say
page.
Yami came. How the hell she came?
Through her.
Yeah.
And we had to
So
initiate
Yami-
her. She had to be committed.
You
If
had
she
beat
wasn't,
her- beat on her?
no, she had to be committed. She had to show up.
You go through the old mill and you got to beat
No,
on
no,
her
no,
and
no,
shit?
no.
Well, some people just don't make it. Some
She,
people just
somebody,
All right, can I be honest?
Joanne
we be out
put
here.
me
Let's be
in.
honest, Melissa. If you could get through Melissa,
What's the criteria?
get through Melissa.
What is the criteria to be one of
Okay,
y'all?
so
Get through Melissa.
Joanne
Get
actually
through
brought me
Melissa.
in because I'm excited about books.
Read the book. She said you
Melissa
never
is
read
a
the
hater.
book.
No. Joanne actually brought me in.
The criteria. You said she ain't read the book. She read the front.
All right. So D, you wanna hear about the criteria? Joanna actually brought me in.
What?
Hold on,
Did you say she'll read the book?
Hold on, let her
No, I
explain.
was only kidding.
So in order to get initiated,
She reads sometimes.
She said.
everybody is correct. In order to get
She said
initiated,
it, man. I know I heard.
Joanne and us, me and Joanne was talking because we go in the same circles, and she understood the love that I had about books. She invited me to her host. The day she invited me to her host, we actually read
Host?
a host.
Yeah, she hosted.
She
You
hosted.
You can only invite somebody.
During the host. You can only be invited to a host.
A host.
So I can invite any one of my friends to a host because that's my house.
Right.
And I
Host
can
is the
invite
house.
anybody I want to my
Host
house.
is the house.
Correct.
Correct.
So whether they want to come to
So
just
they listening. They
indulge,
need to know.
whether they want to come and indulge and actually interact with the book makes, because I make this so excited. Everybody wants to come to be a part of this amazing circle because we do have something special. She invited me, and the first time, and I read the book, but I guess people thought I wasn't going to read the book. They didn't really know
What was
how
the
much
book
of a
about?
It was a World War II book. It was really good.
Sister's Keeper?
No, it was a World War II.
She wasn't around with the kite flare.
No, I read that, but it wasn't
World
that.
War II,
It was
that's
a World War
old.
II book. It was a history. No, I forgot the name of the book. I'm getting
Where
old.
y'all get that knowledge from?
Yeah.
World War II. I love histories. I love any books that concern.
Yeah,
I'm
that's my
asking.
favorite genre. Yeah.
And it actually
World
gained
War
so much.
II.
Yeah.
It's what year?
During the Hitler days.
Yeah.
What year?
I forgot. 1945. Yeah, something like that.
No, you got to
The
know
era.
this stuff because
Okay.
hear me out. I'm not
That's
saying.
why books are
Why we
actually
gotta know
books are
No,
able to not to remember to refer back to.
When you on the show, you can't. Let me tell you something about.
Hey,
Producer.
what did you just talk about? These young folks needing to learn how to find information.
Come on.
How about you go and Google when World War II
That shit's
happened?
weak.
I want you
Let me finish my
to.
story.
We're gonna drop you a nugget,
No.
and this
Let me
Let
nugget
me tell you
is.
something. Let me say
Go
what
find
about
out when World
Let me
War
tell you
II.
something about us at the Beat 139, right? We do a lot of fact checking. Hold
Okay,
on.
but fact
Relax. We love y'all ladies. No, listen to me, please. We love y'all ladies, but listen to me, please, right?
1946.
Say something. Let me say something. When you state something, right? When we tell you something, we can show you right away. I should have loaded. But when you say something here, right? You got to be able. If I say you say World War II, and I know that's way before me, right? If I tell you the year, let me finish. And I say the year, if you stumbling and mumbling with the year, I think you capping.
Oh, no.
Right, wrong, Doc. You gotta know your shit.
1947.
Okay, everybody knows the World War II era.
What happens at
Thank
I
you.
don't get hurt.
The World War
II.
II.
The years. He gonna co-sign.
So it was the World War II era.
Y'all,
The era is the era. Era goes from decades.
He don't listen.
When you
He
say
does.
the era, no, he got a listening problem.
Literally writing his
Era goes to era. Era goes in decades. Okay.
He can't do audio.
Yes,
Listen, again, listening.
That's why
You
he can't
struggle.
do it.
You struggle with your
Nah,
listening skills. Anyway,
No, I
let me
don't.
finish, D.
I'm
So-
sure. I'm a chess player.
Wait, I
I'm
have a
sure.
question.
I
How
didn't
long
say
is the
listening just
podcast?
for-
Like, do we get cut off? Yeah, it's like 2 hours. Like, do we
So,
get cut
so
off?
we have to be initiated,
I would've cut
and we
this
have
off.
to go through her.
Hey, so what's your initiation?
So if
What
you-
is the initiation?
If you can answer the questions,
She said
it
you
is.
have to be initiated.
If you can answer the questions, and if you can actually combat her, you actually initiate.
Time out. It is not me. It is not my fault y'all invite flaky people. The reality of it is.
But I was
is
saying
that-
flaky. I
She
was
said
saying-
you had to be
I passed your
initiated.
test. No, I passed your test.
The reality of it is that, again, we are a very small and intimate group. And when you invite people into your home, it becomes very personal. And when you have someone who doesn't bring the right energy, then it just doesn't work out. Don't blame me.
I didn't say that.
This one over there, you gotta pass Melissa. It
Monique,
ain't passing
did you
Melissa.
have to pass
Y'all hate
Melissa?
her.
Because you guys said, Monique actually passed.
See, yo,
Hold on.
And I
yo,
spent
say one
You got
thing.
two supporters.
Reality TV show.
Hold on. Can I say one thing?
Can you let somebody else talk?
But they didn't like the people.
Your cats control your
They like
crowd,
to
bro.
blame me. They like to blame me, but they don't like the people either.
But I think this
So,
is
at
good.
the end of the day-
I need everybody to one mic because I think this is very important. This part here of the segment, and we want our listeners to we want them to stay tuned because when it gets too crazy, they're gonna log off.
No,
So she was telling her story, and she said something about Melissa. You have to pass the test, and sometimes it is like that when you're dealing with a group.
But
I'm
but
not
let me
saying-
let me
She
explain
said,
what I
yo,
mean.
she said initiation.
Let me explain what I mean.
But they like to blame
No,
me.
let me.
They didn't want
It's a positive thing though. You actually ask a good question, and you actually go
You're the
in.
enforcer.
And if the person doesn't read the book, they cannot answer the questions in which you actually presented to them. So it's a positive thing. The way you came at me was a good thing because I came
I
back.
didn't meet you at book club. I met you at dinner.
I know, but
But she was joining the
I
book.
actually joined that day.
You still tried to haze me.
Yeah,
That was a different story.
And then everybody
Initiation
said,
of what I heard.
And the only reason why I say that because everybody said, "Oh, Monique is in because she actually withstand Melissa's questions." Only because I read.
Y'all not gonna make me the mean girl of the
I read.
The villain.
Right, wrong.
I think she'd be a gorgeous good
My
villain.
piece is that
There is no villain here.
No.
it's easy to make me the scapegoat, but the people wasn't serious anyway.
But more
Because if
importantly,
they-
I was
because if
committed.
they- But here's the thing: if they, like you said,
I
you
was
were
committed.
because I didn't meet you at the first book club. I met you at
At
Joanne's
Joanne's party,
birthday,
right.
And you said to me, "I'm joining the book club." I said, "Oh, are you?" And then we had a whole conversation about it. I said, "Well, we'll see if you show up."
Yo, we need y'all to call in on this right there. Book club is doing their thing right now. 646, hold up, 628-426. So y'all call on in.
But
We
see,
still
what
got
the
to
thing
announce.
about it is that it's not necessarily to discourage people, but it genuinely is to weed out who's about it and who's not. Because again, when you're sharing your life with people, you can't have people pop in and out. We share
That's 100%.
intimate.
And that's why you
like
start haze.
the women.
You definitely hate people. You definitely hate people.
It's
Very
intentional.
Always.
Intentional.
Very
Yes.
She winning you over. She winning him over because let her talk. No. I know what I'm saying. I know we do that. But I know what you're saying. But let her talk. She win you over. These ladies like, nah, nigga. That ain't how it went.
Oh,
You know what
that's
I
trying to
mean?
call
She
for
went
a
to
long
doc
time.
on doc like, oh shit, I believe you. You like Jesus Christ. But,
Caller,
yeah.
hold up, caller.
Works
You're on the
when
beat
it
139 with the bookworms, sexy bookworms.
Hey, this is Bosco from South Carolina.
What's up, man?
Oh, Bosco! Hi, Bosco!
Bosco with the Billy, yo.
Hey, I just want to share some World War II information.
Wait. We're not going out like this. We are not going out like this.
In 1939,
World War II.
Depression.
And then they answered. I
Hey yo, Bosco.
Yeah, we definitely answered.
Hey Bosco, before you start, Bosco, none of us on this stage born around World War II, my nigga.
We know that.
We know that.
So go ahead, do what you gotta do.
That's my boy. Hey, Bosco.
Hey,
None of us was born there. Go ahead.
what's up, Momo?
Hey, how are you? What's your question?
No, I got the answer, not the question.
Oh, the answer.
You ain't gonna do us like that, Bosco. It's because he was talking over us. That's what happened.
Because we already answered
The question.
And fact checked it.
But go ahead. What's the answer? Go ahead. For the people in the streets.
Well,
I wasn't born either, but I went to school.
Okay.
Wait. Whoa. We all went to school.
Hey Bosco.
Like, we all went to school.
I got a question.
Master's degrees.
Hey
Like,
Bosco.
you ain't saying nothing here, homie. Like literally.
Hey Bosco, you went to school, right? Yo, Bosco, my brother, you went to school, but did you read or did you listen?
I'm sure he had.
Did you read or did you have audio?
No,
Talk to me, brother.
You can look at movies and tell that answer. Movies.
You're not invited.
You don't bring good energy. Sir.
Thurman's invited. He's not invited.
Yo, I love y'all.
No, I'm sorry, Bosco. Go ahead. Let's share the information.
1949 they had no audio, bro, but go ahead, do your thing.
D. with Clinton.
Oh, shit.
We can't hear you.
Both. I had a class on listening skills.
It's actually a delay.
Listening skills.
It's a delay, so sometimes the calls go in and out. We have another caller. Whose caller is this?
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Bosco.
Bye, Bosco.
Hello, what we got? Yo, you on the B139. This Doc Shake the Block. Talk to me, baby.
Why y'all do my man dirty?
He did us dirty.
Hello?
Because I went to school.
Hello?
Hi, how are you? This is Maxwell Walker.
Oh, hi, Maxwell. That's my brother-in-law.
Hello.
Got a big ass family, man.
That's my sister.
Monica is husband.
That's my sister
It's a
husband.
lot of y'all, man.
Okay.
You've been saying that shit for like 2 hours.
All right, I'm being very entertained with what y'all are talking about. But what I want to know is if I'm looking right now, I'm looking for something new to do. I'm looking for a new adventure. So, what could you recommend for me to read as a somebody that's trying to get back into reading more?
Tom Sawyer.
Oh, you know what's interesting that you said that?
Yeah, hey yo, Daniel Boone.
That's a good.
No, but wait. That's what James.
Why are you naming all these white books?
Goes into Huckleberry Finn,
Finn.
which goes into
I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
But that's
James.
President Nixon.
When we have a brother on the phone, I want to hear some black book recommendations.
He should be correct.
Oh, Harriet Tubman.
Oh, I know.
Harriet Tubman.
Is the name of the book Harriet Tubman?
Frederick Douglass.
Is the name of the book Frederick Douglass, sir?
Oh, Henry Ford.
Underground.
I have his autobiography.
The Underground Railroad. Don't play the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad.
Guys, relax for a second.
You can actually read Slave. Remember the book we read,
Just
Slave,
messing
when
with
the
y'all.
person kept the female kept going in and out of slavery and then into the
No, this is what we're gonna do.
Any book
No,
by
this is what we're gonna do.
Octavia
Listen.
Butler.
So we got 5 ladies, right? We got 5 ladies in one organization, right? Joe, 6.
6 ladies.
But right now we got 5 right here. Say your book. You say your book. Let's go around. You got to say your book.
Oh, that's hard. It's so many.
No, just say one book.
No, for me, I would just recommend that you look up the type of books that you like to read and go from there.
Give us a name, Joanne.
Well, that's just the thing. I like a lot of different things. Like when I was in college, one of my favorite books that I read was Old Man in the Sea. And when you were talking about visualization and using your imagination, I got so into the book. There's a part of the book where there's an old fisherman who's out and he's trying to make this big catch so that he can make money for his family. So during the time when he was out there in the sea and the ocean and battling, doing all of his trials and tribulations, I got so wrapped up into the book that I started smelling ocean water.
That's
So
imagination. I love that.
when you really get involved into a book or a sport, you can really dive deep into it. And it freaked me out so much that while I'm smelling the ocean water, I went to go smell the book because I was like, what the heck is going on right now?
Wow.
Wow, that's deep.
big.
It was deep.
So, Joanne, what's your book, Joanne?
So I'm gonna go with Let Them, and like these ladies said earlier, I love self-help books, and Let Them was the recent book that I read, and it's amazing.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with that
Okay, young lady, what you got? What's your book?
Let Them by Mel Robbins. Who wrote the book?
Mel Robbins. Mel Robbins.
Okay, what you got?
I'm surprised she didn't say The Man and His Means.
What's your book? What's your book?
My book is.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah. My book is 40 Acres, Dwayne Scott Alexander. That was the book where it was the Black Men's Social Club on the reparations of slavery.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting twist.
Where you at, Doc? No,
All right.
man. What's your book, man? What's your book, brother?
48 Laws of Power.
I was gonna say that too. But good.
That's in my 40.
I was gonna go there.
This is a hard question because I love
I
all
was
of
gonna
them.
I was gonna say something crazy.
You
know that's the jail book, right?
Like, I read so many books, but when I read them, I'm in the book, and then I let it go. Me too. And then I move forward.
I actually like trilogies, and when I first started reading, I loved Mary Higgins Clark's books. All of her series, like it's a page turner. From one book to the next, she has so many books, and I think she just has one out, and that will probably be my host book. It just got me into reading because I love mysteries. I like to see what's coming around the corner. So if I have to say, I can't pick which one, but I love Mary Higgins Clark.
Okay, my book would be Doc stole my book, 40 Laws of Powers, right? That's a very powerful book. So, we're gonna.
So you gonna piggyback off his book?
No. I got a book. I got another book. So I read a book called by Bob Johnson, right? Who owned Essence magazine and all that stuff. Yeah. And when I read the book, his autobiography, and it says it's okay if you use people as long as both of y'all win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when he said that, I said, let me think about this shit.
Did he say if you don't be used, you're useless? If you can't be used, you're useless?
He didn't say that.
What he say?
No, somebody literally said that. Like,
no, but use. So use sound like a bad word, right? Use.
It is.
Use me, and it's right. T Black. It's always in a negative form, right? But he said it's okay if you use people as long as both of y'all win. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, let me think about this shit.
Yeah, but that's the key
It
word.
inspired me to keep reading more because I wanted to know what he meant by that.
And what did he mean?
What he meant was that you can use me for whatever resources you have, and I can use for whatever resources I have.
So it's called collaboration.
As long as we both win, right?
But that's called
It's
collaboration.
okay. But use, right? Motherfucker try to use me. Use is always in a negative form. But he showed me in a positive sense. And I never forgot that book.
But that's called
funny.
collaboration.
So that's the thing. So my aunt Danny used to be like, if somebody can't use you, you're useless, right? So I used to be like, that's rude. Like, why would you say that? That's a mean thing to say. But that coincides with what you're saying.
Right.
Like, literally, if you can't use somebody, if somebody's not instrumental in your life, then what's the purpose, right? So if you can't use it, it's useless. So as use is a negative connotation, it's not really negative because it's useful. It's a tool.
Exactly.
Right? It's literally a tool.
Yes,
Like,
it is. And that grabbed me. And that made me want to finish the book.
Yeah, finish the book.
And it said it early. So it didn't say later. It's certainly like I made read 10 pages and it said that. Damn. Now I'm gonna read the other 500 pages.
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
They didn't give it to me later on, Keith.
He's
They gave it to me in the beginning. So I'm trying to figure this shit out. And that shit was a dynamic book. That was a great book. Oh yeah. I'm flashing right now.
What book you recommend?
All right, since
Bob
I'm a
Johnson,
new
remember
member
I
of the
told you.
fan club, you never see me come in. That's my book right now. But Tanya Smith, again, thank you again. But I'm an author person. I love James Patterson. I love Jodi Picoult. I love Those I love authors more than just a book. Yeah. I love a good
those
read
books
like that. But a book that resonates to me even now to this day is Sister's Keeper still, because it just literally gives a different perspective of, yes, they had this baby to help take the bone marrow and everything to take care of the other child, but now you're neglecting this child. Right. So you gave birth to a child identical to your child just so you could use their bone marrow and their cells and everything to heal your child, and you don't give a damn about this child.
I saw that in a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, it is. It's a Lifetime movie. It is. It is. It's a Hulu. Yes.
Yeah, I saw
No,
it.
Joanne, that's the book that you watched the movie, and it has a completely different ending than the book, and she thought that she was coming with the movie.
But
I love it, like
That's
literally.
heavy. But all these books
That's
are coming
heavy.
into series right now
That's
because
heavy.
it's so
That's
movies.
heavy.
Movies
Oh,
can't
that's
even
heavy.
bring the
Yeah, I
book
seen
to
it.
life
That's
anymore.
heavy.
It's
If
serious.
it's not a good book, it's not gonna make them scream. So
It's not. Go ahead, Yami.
That's heavy.
I'll say James by Percival Everett. That was the book that I said that was the most recent book that touched me. And like just kind of the retelling of our story from a more empowered perspective. And he also wrote the book that became the movie American Fiction, but the book is called Erasure. And also just again, a black man writing from the experience of what it is to be a black man in this country, but it also still manages to be like deeply resonant for
Right.
me as a woman.
Mhm.
So James by Percival Everett, just another retelling, and what I think is a more true retelling of our history.
That's
All right, Mo, so you taking all this down? Because I'm going to need that list so that I can go and start.
You supposed to record us.
You can rewatch it. You can go rewatch it.
That the list of impactful books or influential books that we have read is almost endless.
I mean,
Because as Trina mentions, My Sister's Keeper by Jody, I think about the book discussion we had about Lone Wolf.
Right.
I just had an argument with the Alpha, the Sigma, and the Beta today. Literally.
There are just so many different books that bring out so many different perceptions and beliefs, and they just challenge everything that you thought that you know. And then when you have this
discussion,
variety of opinions.
I got a book for you.
When you want to talk about
I got a
challenge,
book for
the
y'all,
book
right?
Cast by
I have a
Isabel
very-
Wilkerson.
Oh yes!
Cast
Oh, I love that.
blew
Oh
my mind. I bought that book for so many people. I literally hand that. I keep 2 copies in my house at all times because that book was
It's called
so
Cast by Isabel Cast.
Caste, and it's by Isabel Wilkerson, and and she puts forth the proposition that America's not racist; it is a caste society, and no matter how the highest black man is still lower than the lowest white man in this country, and she like actually goes through a way.
Do it again, Yami.
And she goes through, and she actually gives anecdotal of
There's
evidence.
a movie. They released a movie.
The Negro.
Well, the movie is about the woman writing the book. It's not actually about Caste itself. You still need to read Caste.
Let me cut you off for a minute, right? That's sad, right? But it's facts, right? That's the way they look at us, right? So when we get these positions as mayor, you know what I mean? We get these positions as a business owner or a police commissioner,
President.
or a president, whatever. We're still like we the low or the lowest of the total point of a white person, because they call it white America, right? Our country is Africa, right? You know, even though we got Africans come
Africa's
over
a
here.
continent.
Let me say this, right? Because there's something I visualize.
It is.
There's something I visualize every day, and I'm always trying to figure it out. You know, we got a lot of Africans come over to this country and open up shit. Hang up that.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you. Thanks for the time.
All right, bye-bye.
And a lot of them are spread throughout the country, not just in Harlem or 116th Street. We know the avenues, right? They're all over. And I know a lot of wealthy Africans, right? But when we talk to them or they talk to us, it's like one of these before we do that. Because they separate us, because before they come over, what an African brother told me is that they say, yo, don't trust the African American guy before they come over. So when they come over, that's why the women don't speak. You could be fly as a motherfucker, you look like you're a bag of shit. And the guys, when they do get with one of y'all, they just want to fuck and they don't really want nothing because they think y'all just a piece of meat. It's real talk. And I'm like, yo, this is fucked up. We got it worse than everybody. We go to DR.
Well, hold on now.
Hold
Let me,
on,
no, wait,
let me-
nope.
no,
I
let
gotta
me
stop
finish.
you. I gotta stop you
No,
because
no,
there's
no, let
another
me say
side
this
of this.
part. You don't know
Because
what
there's
I'm
something
saying,
that
though.
happened
No,
on the
no.
other side of
No,
the
no, no,
pond,
no. Hey,
right? And whenever we go to the other side of the pond, there's also that. Well, you sold us, right? You didn't love us enough. That's why your country's shit because you sold us. That's why your continent is shit because you sold us. We have been taught to hate each other. This thing that happened on either side of the pond. And just like we don't, and who said that you ain't shit, right? They said it. The white folks said it. The carriers, the colonizers said it. In the same way that he's told you that you don't need to be messing with us. In the same way that he's told them that they don't need, like, we've all been pit against each other and still left in shit. Okay? Because I promise you, what is happening over there in Africa, the reason that they're here is because Africa was no longer sustainable. And it wasn't because of the Africans that lived there. All right? So a book that actually does a beautiful job addressing this is called Homegoing. By Gayasi.
Right.
All right? And she actually takes a family that starts off together, and one sister was sold and was captured and turned into a bed wench and eventually sold. And then you had another sister who stayed in Ghana. And then you watched the two bloodlines struggle on both sides of the pond. Yes. And then you have to be reminded, we are one. We are family. We are cousins. All right? We are ancestors. We have the same blood running through us. So let's not start about the bullshit that happens on 116, because I can start about the bullshit that happens in the corner in Lagos. All right? Because on either side of the pond, they have done a damn good job making sure that we don't get together.
Good job, Yami. Well said.
To piggyback on everything you said. Wait. Piggyback. Cass, wait. Listen.
That's what this is all about.
Listen.
This is a forum. This is what it's all about. Let's go.
This is the essence.
Can I just say this? Cass, the book Cass literally has a whole chapter talking about
that
what you
point.
just said.
Right.
Everything that you just said, there's a chapter in there.
Right.
On book Cass.
I gotta say one thing. And she gotta go, right? She keep constantly saying, read, not that listening shit. Let's go. Come
But no, to her point.
Hey, you still ain't got the information, sir. You ain't done either one of them.
What she was able to say here, to Yami's point.
Reading is fundamental. Let's go.
That's the essence of our book club. This is what we want everybody to hear. What we preach, what we talk about, what we stand for.
We need y'all to-
that is
we
the
need-
essence.
we need this energy.
That's what she's talking
We
about.
need this
Because
energy.
It's education, but more is important. It's not disinformation.
Disinformation.
This is what we talk about. This is who we are.
Okay, listen. Check it out. Oh, relax. This is our show, not y'all show. Relax.
Get up out of here.
My bad.
Stop it. But at the end of the day, it's about y'all. It's not about us.
Oh.
The reason why, so when Doc brought it, I do all the marketing, right? Yo, Doc, I got the girls. I'm like, what the fuck is they doing, bro? I'm keeping it real. Right, Doc? What the fuck is they doing, man? So I got the bio, I got your photos. Okay, cool. I know Joanne. I remember your face. 140th, stop at the light. You might have to put a little something in it because 140 was crazy back in the day.
But my connect is.
I know.
Right
Doc is
okay.
a kingpin, right?
Doc
Cool.
is, yes.
But what I'm saying is this, right? I'm just making jokes, right? What y'all doing right now, and what we pulling out of y'all, is real because a lot of people think, I got girls from a book club. They thought it was going to be some la-di-da shit. Y'all giving them some real shit. We going back and forth, right? Because we want to pull it out, y'all, let these know these girls, they ain't just some pretty girl with pretty faces from Harlem. They got a book club. They trying to tell y'all some real aspects of their lives and their lives separately and collectively. And we giving a lot of good information to the listeners. And that's why I like this right now because, and I'm fucking with y'all because I want y'all to bring it out more. Because we want this to sell, because they need to learn what's going on. And this is real talk because our streets right now is twisted, right? Our culture right now is twisted, right? And the women of today, there's men as well, But right now, y'all on the show, I want y'all to get y'all perspective and keep it going. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want you to say it. I want to pull it out, because we got to make it a real show. Not just a book club joint, but a book club is the foundation, but the information is going to come a lot of ways, and let's go. Let's bring it back around.
I have a question for you guys with the beat, the 139, right? So I was
Say it one more time.
The beat 139.
I don't like how you say that. I need you to say that shit right.
So, I listen to all your podcasts, like I was just listening to stuff.
We visual.
So I want to know, like,
we visual.
Guys.
You said just audio.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna stand. I'm not gonna stare in the screen looking at y'all. I'm gonna do something.
We on audio.
We do it all.
I listen. I don't read. I listen. All right, so I listen to y'all.
Watch faces.
So I love the premise. You know, it's a lot of podcasts in Harlem like that, right? The premise. What stands y'all apart? Like you said, we need a niche for our podcast. One, what stands y'all apart?
That's
Two,
a good question.
There's a lot that y'all keep. Not y'all, but the genre. I'm gonna call it the Harlem 80s, 90s genre that everybody keeps bringing up, right? Now, Harlem had a history way before that with the Harlem Renaissance and everything else, right?
Correct.
A rich history, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of beautiful parts not the beautiful parts in the crack era, but the crack era made a lot of millionaires out of nobody and made entrepreneurs, whatever the case may be. When do y'all move to the future? What are we doing? I know y'all do all the.
I always ask that question.
Yeah, but I know, like, cause I feel like Harlem stays boxed in this.
We got you. No,
like,
we got you.
But like,
we got you.
All right, it stays boxed in this world, right? And we get it. We heard the stories 50 Ways to Sunset, whatever. Yeah. But like, what are we doing to now elevate the conversation to the new Harlem? Like you said, new versus old, right? But there's some new good things going on, right?
Mm-hmm. So a lot of new things going on.
All right, so let's talk about that.
Doc, I'm gonna let you start, right? And then I'm gonna take it from there. Go. Let's go from the beginning and now. Let's bring the story up. Let's go.
What you saying, like, far as your
content?
You want me to do it? You saying our content, or because I heard you say Harlem people, they stuck on the time.
Oh well, yeah. As a culture, let's be honest, right? As a culture, like it's stuck in a. You know, that era. Yeah, like, I mean, that was the glory days for a lot of people, especially when you in your 50s and 60s and 70s.
But it was also not so much glory.
You have to pay attention to the age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. But no.
Has nothing to do with it.
It's glorified in most ways, right?
Yo, I got a way to handle it. Listen. Listen. I got a way to handle it. Listen, man, listen.
Yeah, we see with Monique all day, so we know.
Okay, we know.
We see with Monique all day. But
because it taught me
that's your way, but
so
Monique
much,
all day.
especially in business.
Building are you from?
And I say that, and I'm a speak,
but
because it represents, and I think that Harlem has evolved. But I have to bring it back to Yvette Foundation.
But that's why I'm asking. In the evolving. Where is the discussion surrounding the evolving? Where's the discussion in the right now?
This is where y'all come in.
No. You go, right? Like, when you stop. Listen, let's go from the beginning, right? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
He should be in book club. Like, he cuts off like
that. Nah, because I'm smart. So, I'm a chess player, I think, moves ahead. Listen to me. No. I'm not the smartest one, because we all smart. No, listen. Relax, listen. I'm not the smartest one. We all smart. We equal. I love all my brothers right here, everybody. But Doc is going to start it, right? Because we on camera, and I'm going to finish it.
Okay.
Let's go, Doc. Come on.
They love Nas different.
Let's go. Come on, man.
It's different. But anyway, basically, what you saying?
Let's go.
What we do, our goal was when we started the podcast, we want to highlight Harlem. We did do that because our first maybe 50 guests was Harlem, and people that's regular, not no celebrities. We went for the people who doing something like, let's say, t-shirt line. A lot of people y'all know already who probably's on our show. We did that. Mm-hmm. So the goal was to take care of our community, and then, do interviews and give people their stories. Because we know a lot of celebrities. We have celebrities also. So we was paying it forward and back, different, all ages, all different backgrounds, everything. So we attacked our community first, because one of y'all asked me, to our listeners, is mostly Harlem. Mm-hmm. I think mostly we have people out of town. We have a lot of people in LA, Detroit. They
Europe,
support us more than
China,
Harlem, to be honest.
Canada.
Much as we did for Harlem,
all
I
of
ain't gonna lie. Like, what I don't like, we've been around for a long time, and y'all gonna notice this because I'm pretty sure when y'all podcast start, in the beginning people may rock with y'all, but then once they see y'all got any emotion, they're gonna fall back. Long as you don't have no motion, they'll support you. So once we got bigger,
G-Black,
a lot of the people from Harlem step back and don't support us as much as the people outside of Harlem. So that's big. That's something y'all going to see. Y'all definitely going to see that. Y'all own people's going to fall back, and the people who from different states, they support. They send us money. Like if y'all get y'all YouTube channel, people's money. If y'all sell merch, they gonna support y'all with the merch and everything, even with the kind words. And like I said, that's the thing. So you got to get out of Harlem. We not stuck on Harlem because we know our support comes outside of Harlem. So that's something y'all gonna see early.
But the story, the content, right? So we focusing on the content of the conversation you guys have on the B139. So the conversations that you have on it, it seems like that is the niche, right?
We interview people, so it's really what.
But the people you interview,
about. We like if she has a clothing line, we getting her story. It's not really about us.
Okay. That don't really answer my question, but.
Right. So you good, Don? So I'm gonna jump in, right? So I'm gonna tell a different version, but it's on top of what he's saying, right? So I always been in the limelight, right? I'm a limelight nigga. T Black will tell you, Ted will tell you, you know, I'm a limelight nigga. I always been Showtime, you know. And Doc had an idea of doing the podcast. He came with the idea, not me, right? I'm doing my thing already with other shit, after work parties, a lot of shit with the industry, had artists and all that. But he had I want to do a podcast. He came to me, podcast, fuck you talking about, man? Dudes wasn't doing podcasts. Nobody had podcasts like that. Everybody got a podcast right now. Right. Back then, you know what I'm saying. When Nick Dude was not doing podcasts, man, he came to me, sat on it. Podcast. I think I said something to T Black one time, because that's my brother right there, right? Like my right hand. So I'm like, I said, let's do it, right? Me and him, we just went from his idea and my marketing skills, because I'm mean with it.
You are. You made us.
He said, yo, I need you. Because he said, I need you because you out there, everybody know you, right? When we go to parties, I don't stand on no fucking lines. And Joanne, you know me a long time. I go to the front of the line, I'm not going in. I'm not standing on nobody fucking line, man. Ain't no capping over here. You can laugh if you want to. I don't care if it's what state it is. I go to the front of the motherfucking
you said
line.
Any state?
Any state. I don't do that. Because the states I go to, I know I'm good money.
Yeah.
I don't go everywhere.
You go where you go. Yeah.
I go where I know I'm good money. You understand? Cash? I know I'm going good money. So I go where I know I'm strong at. I don't go where I'm weak at.
Yeah.
Because when I'm weak at, I can't wear my shit. I can't do what I do. And I gotta be looking over my back. She be like, you know what? Come on, man, stop it. I'm not gonna go to the notorious part because that ain't for everybody, right? But even this is like, yo, call me, yo, I'm outside. Y'all know, right or wrong. Do I get everybody in? Yes or no? Hold up. We go out. We get everybody in. So when I'm saying that.
We do.
You lost the story?
No, I'm listening.
Pay attention. Joanne already know me. So, because it's leading. No, it's leading to something, right? So everything I do, it ain't about me, it's about y'all. When I tell a story, it's leading to something, right? So what I'm saying is that, right? What we did and where we at right now, we self-trained. We never went to a school. Nobody wanted to help us. We fought for this shit.
That's commendable.
That's why you need to chill and let me talk. I'll let y'all talk. Let me talk. Because you're going to need this along the way because all of y'all, now hear what I'm saying to you.
We hear you.
Y'all very attractive women and all that.
We hear you.
And you got a book club, you got an idea, don't mean it's going to sell.
100%.
Right, that part.
It's not, that don't mean shit.
But we're not also focused on selling though.
Nah, but you got to listen to me, baby. Listen to me, man. I'm trying to tell you about the world. the way it is. I'm a Christian man, right?
I appreciate that.
Everything could be rocking in your favor because he just told you all our listeners and followers is from out of town. They not from Harlem. They not. We got movies we did. We got radio shows we did. Everything was it's not from here, man. And we're like, God damn.
But can I say I do
Hold on,
commend, I commend all y'all for
No,
marketing
but
Harlem
let me-
and packaging.
Right,
it.
we're gonna do that regardless. But hear what I'm saying though. So now moving forward, me and this dude going through mad shit, right? You see lights, cameras, action, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We was working. This shit's control of our life. So if you ain't ready to do a podcast, a radio show, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's going to consume your life. I'm telling you. 7 days. You have kids, you have a job, you have whatever you're having. You're going to always have to be in the know or in the mindset of that. Right or wrong? Otherwise, it's not going to work. I'm telling you. No. Hear what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know you're ready. Listen to me until you're ready.
Okay. Well,
You know what that means? You might think you're ready because y'all fly, y'all smart and all that, but numbers don't lie.
Right, that part. They
We
don't.
got 3.8 million viewers. Oh, hit the bomb. You hit the bomb?
My bad.
You don't hit no more bombs no more? Oh, relax. We got almost 700 interviews. Hit the bomb again. That's work.
That's work. 100%.
That's work. Joanne, 700 interviews. No commercial breaks. It's work. Not just talking. Oh, P.
No, we
Diddy.
know that.
P. Diddy did this.
No, we know
Trump did that. Obama did this. Man, Adam. No, people coming into our studio. That's
You're listening to The Beat.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that y'all question. We see people come and go, come and go.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Right. Yeah.
They come. Oh, we support them. They gone.
What happens when they go?
Don't push no more buttons.
I don't know. They go back
They
to
gone.
They go back to working for sanitation. They went to work for sanitation or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they doing.
No,
They got a city job. But what I'm trying to say is the simple fact that the simple fact. Hold on. Let me say this one last part. The simple fact of what I'm saying is that if you have a passion for this, right? And you not willing to
Put the work in.
put the work in.
We know that.
Hold up, listen to me, man. Cause
So
it's
he can
real.
land the plane.
If this shit ain't real,
It's real, and I respect that. I respect that. Like I respect.
the same thing she just said, I'ma be in motherfucking like on DR or somewhere. I might be in Mexico. I might be in motherfucking Europe or something. With these niggas like, yo, remember them chicks came to our joint, man?
Oh
Yo, what
really?
the fuck is they doing? I'm telling you the truth.
No, y'all gonna
You
be
laughing
y'all
at me, but we gonna
looking
laugh
at
at
the
y'all.
podcast. Thank you.
You laughing at us, but we gonna laugh at y'all. Cause I'm giving you game. I'm giving you game.
Yeah, we gotta.
Right, kid? I'm
we
giving you
gotta land
game.
this plane. I gotta drop. Like we gotta
we gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah,
wrapping
we
it up
gotta-
right now. No, we gonna wrap up right now. So before we wrap up, we want to ask y'all,
I respect that.
what y'all podcast going to be about, and when y'all plan on dropping.
Well, we want to see y'all.
Hold up, what y'all we gonna ask this is the last question. What y'all podcast about, and when y'all plan on dropping it, and what platforms y'all gonna be on?
So
I know Katrina could answer that.
So we are working on a podcast now. We're gonna talk behind the scenes about our first episode.
What's your name?
So the Sexy Bookworms. You know that. Oh, so
No,
we are
you
the
gotta tell
Sexy.
the viewers.
Excuse me.
You
We are
tell
the
the
Sexy
viewers.
Bookworms, and we are going to start recording our podcast next month. And you just tune in for us. We'll definitely drop on social media, and all the ladies here will have the handle and the information when it comes out.
But in the meantime, you can follow us on Facebook, on our Facebook page, Sexy Bookworms Book Club, on Facebook, and our Instagram page.
Yes. Last but not least, I do want to thank you guys because I wanted us to come on the podcast to let the world know how special we are and just have the world fall in love with reading again, and just the camaraderie that we have with each other. But I touch base with Kareem, and thank you for actually your insight in the marketing that you did for us, which was amazing. I wanted to thank you guys because it gives us some insight, and we are no stranger to hard work. We do know that hard work does pay off, and Denzel said it back. We're not going to go into this with blinders. We do know we have a lot to learn, and we came on this just to get some insight of where we need to move and how we need to move.
God bless you.
So that's the reason.
God bless
So
all of y'all, man.
we
definitely thank you.
And thank you for that insight.
And that's our foundation.
Yeah,
right.
and that's the most important part.
And that's the most important. Whether or not the podcast and all the other things, we are still going to be bookmates in our book club, sharing our lives and sharing in our sisterhood and promoting reading and literacy and fellowship and all of the things.
And cocktails.
Yo, give me some more.
Because,
Give me some more. Hold on, Doc. Give me some more insight from here.
He
Talk
want to hear
about-
you talk.
Add to what they saying.
Oh, I mean, that's it, really. Look, I have started a podcast. We're not going to mention it because I don't need nobody looking it up. But we also, and we didn't put the work in. And that was part of the reason why it didn't last. And so, I mean, with this group of ladies, like I already said, the degree of integrity that we already show up with, I have been trying to get these ladies on a mic for at least 6 years. Because I mean, wasn't this fun? Wasn't this fun? This was so fun. I feel like if we actually got ourselves together as our podcast, not talking over each other, and like really bringing all of this energy and controlled chaos in a beautiful way, man, we will have this.
I think y'all gonna do good because y'all been around 16 years, and I really want to ask I want all of y'all to answer this. This is a very important question. Was there any days for that's a long time, 16 years? You said 8, and you the newest one. Where any time y'all want to like, damn, I'm done with this.
No.
All the time.
Let her go
You're
first.
lying. You're lying.
No.
You're lying.
No,
You're lying.
sister,
You're lying.
I'm
You're
not
lying.
lying.
I have got calls. Like
no.
Look, me wanting to choke somebody is different than me wanting to quit book club.
That part. I
never
can
actually
speak for
wanted to choke
myself.
anybody.
I make this a highlight of my month, and
Yes.
and anyone that knows me, whoever's listening to me, my family, my co-workers, this group of ladies, I speak so highly of, and this is my highlight of my month, to the point where everybody wants to come and be a guest. So, to your point, I've never wanted to be around these ladies, and I've never wanted to quit. Even if we have arguments.
Keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real. Even though we have disagreements, and some people leave the house, some people come back. There's never been a time where we didn't actually understand each other's perspective. That's the beauty about people. We have to agree to disagree. This is not a yes sir, yes ma'am type of thing. You have to have an opinion. You have to have another perspective. You have to give people a voice to say their story, and you have to be okay with receiving it.
Exactly.
That is what we do.
You're 100%
And let me
right.
tell you something. I'm from
You're right. No,
So I'm from Texas, and I was taught to be a little bit more meek and demure. And as y'all can see, that don't suit me. And for me, honestly, I was like, when I came here and I found these old crazy, loud, rough women. I'm kidding. I was like, I fit right in. These are my people. So I love the fact that we are allowed to be as big and honest and candid and rough and soft, right, as we want to be. Like we allow ourselves to show up as our full, all the emotions get to come through. And I think that is something that is particularly important for Black people, period, and Black women in particular.
Joanne.
I think that's a good way to go out.
No.
That's all right. That's all right. You agree, it's all good.
So y'all gonna give the people y'all social media link?
What you got, Joanne? Hold on. Let's go around.
Okay. Well, the social media link is on Facebook. We don't have an Instagram as of yet, or TikTok. So you can follow us on Facebook for it's called our logo is called Sexy Bookworms. So if you look it up,
it's up there.
And what about yours? Just whenever
yeah,
you
naturally
for your own for pubbing.
well, I'm private, so
Okay, never mind then.
yeah.
But we're gonna get an IG page, right, Joe?
I was gonna say
We're gonna get an IG page,
I'm
right?
private too. So.
All right, so y'all can go to @bougiegirlgumdrops.com. That's @bougiegirlgumdrops on TikTok and on Instagram. And you can go to www.bougiegirlgumdrops.com if you want to order some THC gummies. And you can find me at Coach Yomi as well if you're looking for a way to reclaim your time, your life, your freedom, and your joy. At Coach Yomi. And you can find me at www.yomitogunde.com. And no, I'm kidding.
She done told her business.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Are we all?
Let me tell you the real deal, right? Me and Yami, we started recording stuff. We've been trying to get book clubs to record, and I'm glad this really gave like the fear, because I think fear was the biggest problem with this book club of doing it. So I think that this really expelled the fear of it. It's live. Oh, we still. I thought we finished. Ended. Bye.
No.
But here's the thing, though.
Ain't know what we say so.
Confirms that the way we have book club is actually the way it should be. Because the reality of it is that when we tested it, we restricted ourselves and we didn't show up as our true authentic selves because y'all was deferring to this person and passing them.
Y'all did that.
This
No,
is
I did not.
I was laughing.
Joanne did.
But that shit was fine. But the point is that thank y'all for giving us the platform and thank you for the opportunity. And my bookmates and I, whatever we do, will to be great.
And let me say something for y'all ladies leave the show, right? So we agree and disagree, but
That's not for y'all. That's for the beat.
that's for y'all. We gonna take the caller. Caller, what's up? We got one more child. Last caller, what's up?
What's happening is Graham Fishburne, moderator for the B139. Salute to everybody. Salute
What's
to
up,
the
Graham, my
radio
guy? What the
show.
deal, bro? Quit saying what the deal.
That's my favorite button, guys.
What's up, Graham?
What's going on? Yo, ladies, I enjoyed the show. Great job. I just tried to follow y'all on Instagram, and I heard one of y'all say y'all don't have an Instagram, so somebody's trying to jack y'all already because the page I just followed says Sexy Bookworms, and it says Our Silly Little Club. So y'all better look into that. Yeah, I'm unfollow them now that I know that's not
yet.
y'all.
Investigation.
They hacked us already?
So that's
Yeah.
You get hacked.
Yeah. So
on our Facebook page too?
No, she gonna tell the story.
No, Instagram, on Instagram.
Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you, guys.
So I'm about to unfollow. I'm glad y'all just let me know that that's not y'all. So let's move forward now. But great job. Let me drop that down. Peace.
I forgot the question, but yes. So that's why when I was opening the
hung
pages,
up.
they have us on the
hung up.
on the judgment. So no, you still listen. So yeah, they have us on the judgment. So I'm waiting for them to get back to me on that part. They wouldn't let me open the page because exactly. So I'm still adult sex and all that other stuff. So I'm still under judgment, waiting to get approval for that.
That's Larry Fishburne. Shout out to Graham Fishburne.
Yeah, they
Larry Fishburne.
This is nephew.
His nephew.
This is Graham Fishburne. Larry Fishburne.
He listens to you guys.
Yeah, that's why he went to follow y'all and he found out.
They didn't know what
That's huge.
So I had to actually
Yeah, we got lots of look.
Wow, that's huge, guys. You know who that was following us? That listened to us? That's Larry Fishburne nephew.
Nice.
So he went to look for us because he enjoyed the session.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you.
We're gonna be up and running. We definitely let you guys know this. Okay, so follow me back.
All right, so here's the deal before we go, right, ladies? So each one of y'all opinions and stories and intake on whatever we discussed tonight was very valuable because, you know, it's showing the mindset of women. So right now, women are in power. I like the fact that women in power. Women are being more respected. They're getting paid more as far as sports, as far as business, stuff like that, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is like, just keep. You gotta stick together. You gotta stick together. You're gonna have disagreements. Me and this guy in the beginning, we went through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not just with each other, but other people. And I always told people that we was bigger than the podcast show. We not just a fucking podcast show. We do media, we do press. You understand what I'm saying though? We got the mayor, we got state senators, we got city council, we got Rikers Island, we got Nitro. Hold up. This is real talk. We got a lot going on. You understand? And all that's because we believe in what we're doing, we believe in God, and we believe that what we're doing is going to turn into something. Mm-hmm. We believe it. Ted doing what he do, running all over the place. Keith doing what he do. Jay doing what he doing all over the place. Doc doing, and I'm doing what I'm doing. And every little bit at a time, it's coming together. Boom, 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 on a big level. Anything dealing with the city and the state that I learned, it doesn't happen like that. You understand? It's a process. Like a nigga told me today, yo, we got y'all, but it's a process. But when that process come, you're good. You understand? Y'all got good minds. Y'all all educated, beautiful black women. You got your family, you got your husband, whatever. You got whatever you got. But if you don't stay on it, it's going to drop. Because they don't want to see us win. We want to see each other win. You understand? And we battle all the time on teams meetings, on conference calls, in person. You understand? But we never say, we're not stopping. We keep pushing. And like, boom, we rocking. It's coming. This is new to us. Like it's new to y'all. You understand? We've been getting money individually all our lives. But we came together legit. You understand? And we doing it the right way. We doing God's way. And we doing community work. How you gonna lose when you giving back?
Yes.
How you gonna lose? This shit can consume all of our lives. I can vouch for all of us. Every day we got a text message on the group chat like, yo. Because you got to do it. If you don't do it, if you don't stay on it, it's not going to happen. No, I'm keeping it real because I did a lot of things with my life and I made a lot of money and always been good, but I never did this on this level that we going. And we fucking with heavy hitters. You understand what I'm saying though?
We're going to invite you to our next book club.
We're going to do that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to end it like this, right? I said this to say this, right? In order for y'all to win, you got to keep your vision and your mission solid. Mm-hmm. I don't care all that fly shit, all that cool shit, all that sexy shit, all that shit y'all said on the show. If y'all don't stay one mic, like Doc said, one Harlem, right? One book club.
Yes, thank you.
That shit gonna be later on. Yo, T Black. What's up with the book club chicks? Yo, I seen her in Cancun. She said, hey, it's gonna be a sob story. And he'll tell you, me and this nigga it's many days early, we was like, oh man. But we kept going. Why we kept going, I don't know, man. Cause we wasn't getting no money. Hey, Ted, wasn't getting no money. We did it just to do it, right? We was giving out money, wasn't getting no money, man. You know how it is to do something, don't get no money, don't get no rewards?
Yeah, we know.
You might be like, man, at the right? We got years of getting no money, man. Right or wrong? We had, listen to me. We had Lenny Green, Red Alert. Come on, man. Of course.
We are wrapping it up. Let's go.
Read a book.
We gotta work tomorrow. Like, yo, we've been here for 3 hours.
I got nothing left in me to give.
All right, so look. So what? Because we got Sassy right here. Right?
Tired over here.
No, Doc got
Wrap
this.
it up over there.
Sassy. We're going to do this differently, right? Because she's slick talking young motherfucker right here, right? This we're going to do, right? So we're going to go around.
No.
Yeah. No.
I have nothing else to say.
No, we're not talking no more. Let me do this. My show ain't your goddamn show. It's our show. Show it. What show you on right now?
The Beat 139.
The Beat 139.
What's your name?
That's Melissa.
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 What show you on, Melissa?
The one that don't know my name.
The Beat 139.
What's your name, young lady?
Monique, and I'm on the Beat 139.
The Beat 139.
My name is Katrina, and I'm on the Beat 139.
The Beat 139.
My name is Yomi, and you can find. I'm just kidding.
The Beat 139. You're listening to The Beat 139. Harlem's #1 podcast featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash. 139. You're listening.
All you have to do is email us at ceo@gsquare.org, and someone from our team will contact you. Or just call 917-681-2810. It's that easy. Email us today. Why wait?
You're listening to The Beat